the feet hit your eye like a big pizza pie. That's the fetish. When you walk down the street with them balls at your feet, that's the fetish. Or it could be England getting their ass whooped.
Woo!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the footy fetish, where the fetish is real, the footy is soccer, and this soccer we're talking is the Euro. Whew. We got some stuff to talk about today, but there's a person here who helps me do it all, and he is the other half of the Godfather. Welcome back, Oche.
Yeah! Back on the mic with the Mike Daddy. Mike Daddy, incredible intro.
Thank you.
I don't know if you gave it away the giggles. Really kind of let you know how I was feeling.
Got the giggles.
How you been?
Good, dude. How you been?
Been good?
I've been great, actually. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been great. For those who don't know, Booty actually bet on Italy to win the Euro final with great odds, 13-1. 13 is actually a lucky number in Italy. Well, it's just not unlucky.
Yeah, it's not unlucky.
It's not unlucky. So,
but 17, that's my birthday.
Which is that's unfortunate. But your boys, the Italians, not only won it, but you got paid.
Got paid. Italy got me laid. It was fun. It was very fun. It was a very cool time. Man, it was it's something special after not having anything to root for in the World Cup.
Seriously, what a comeback.
It's very weird feeling.
Comeback.
Weird feeling. Imagine having to wait 4 years to root for your favorite team.
You know what else is great? We get to say, I told you so. Because you and I have been talking this team up for so long.
Go back to the pre-Euro episode.
We've been hyping up the Italian national team for so long.
Back in 2020.
Had to have been.
When it was supposed to happen.
True. 2019?
It's about Zaniolo.
Yeah. Man.
Bah.
I tell you what, boy.
Tell you.
Forza Italia. Andiamo.
The breadsticks are plenty. You heard me?
Breadsticks and meatballs.
We need with the meatballs at your feet.
Yeah.
As long as they're covered in sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Bertha sauce.
Oh, by the way,
we need to do that.
I will get on that. I will make the sauce.
You want to do that this weekend for the draft? Is that a possibility?
What's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
I need about 7 hours to do it.
Oh, damn. Screw that.
Yeah,
sorry. Let's wait.
That's why I haven't done it in a while.
You know what? When you move into your new house, I'm coming over to help you move. We'll cook the sauce.
Yeah, I'm down.
It'll take us about 7 hours to move.
So here's the thing that I tweaked about it since we're on this Dago life right now. Ooh, I said it. It's like saying the N-word. My mom used to, I don't know if you ever notice like back at during our actual games. She'd be like, "Yeah, Dago boy, get over here." I was like, "Dude, chill out." She's like, "What are you talking about? I'm Dago too." Like, it's all right. It's like, dude, chill out. Oh my goodness gracious. So she called me Dago boy 17. Like, that was like my screen name and shit. Anyway, so
what do you do differently with the sauce?
So she didn't used to put any wine in it, and she used to put a shitload of sugar. Oh. And I like a bitter sauce, but
Me too.
You put a hint of sugar. Like, I'm talking like a pinch of it. Boom, you're done. Also, the first time I did it, I put a Merlot in there. Big mistake. I made it too bitter. The last time I did it, I got a Cab Sav.
Ooh,
that was way better.
Really?
So it's still sweet, but hits you with the bitterness at the end. Really, really nice stuff. Definitely, but I won't give
make it
the
happen.
rest of the recipe.
I've never been able to make my own sauce. I should Google it, but I want to know Italian sauce.
It's the only thing
I'm
actually good at.
Am I saying this wrong?
Yeah.
It's gravy, right?
It's the only thing I'm actually good at cooking. I really fucking suck at cooking. I can cook tacos pretty well.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, exactly. I can read a box, right? I can read some box directions. But yeah, that's the one thing that even my wife will be like, dude, the sauce is.
Booty, wouldn't it be great if we had another Italian to help us on this podcast?
Another Sicilian as well.
Ladies
Sicilian. And gentlemen, yes. A fellow Sicilian. This is amazing. We had to do this. We had to bring it out. We got the fingers in the upright position.
The thumbs and fingers are connected right now. They're waving.
Ladies and gentlemen and Italians, please put your fingers in the upright position. And welcome Cara Baby to the show. What's up?
Not a whole lot. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. Let's
thanks.
get a cheers.
Yes.
Cara brought one more. There we go. All around. Salud.
Beers and water.
Cara brought some Peroni? No, this is Rolling Rock, but we wish it was Peroni. We're going to say it's Peroni.
They didn't have Peroni.
Yeah,
At
no.
the
We're gonna
grocery
drink it
store.
as if it's
The grocery
Peroni.
store didn't know what they were doing.
We did a shit job of. We should have went to this other store that actually has a badass selection.
Actually, an
We
Italian
fucking
store.
didn't.
It's all right. We're
Fucking
here.
didn't.
Thank you for being here. We have another Italian. I feel kind of alone here. I'm actually more English
On
than
an
Italian.
island by yourself.
Yeah, I'm on an island right
This
now.
is true. This is true.
But I've become so attached to the Italian soccer, the Italian leagues that I now basically
We
I'm
adopted
Italian.
you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm an
Yes.
adopted Italian
Of course.
fan. Forza Italia. So much so that I've started learning Italian, which has been lots of fun.
Hopefully you do better than I did.
It's been great. Duolingo?
Duolingo is great. It just, you have to keep up with it. And
Day
commitment is not my thing.
347 was today.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'm really
See,
going. I'm going for
I'm
it.
impressed. Commitment's not my thing. I think I've done maybe a month's worth per time.
That little owl is fucking annoying sometimes. I'll tell you what. He is fucking annoying.
Absolutely.
Jeez, him. But hey, I mean, he gets the job done. And when you finish a lesson, he's really jacked up for you. So I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, little owl. So yeah, it's always fun.
You have a coach.
Yeah, he's
in
your
the form
coach.
of a little owl.
Yeah, he's your little coach owl.
It's true. They do send a lot of emails.
They do. Text
I just-
messages and notifications
Just swipe.
non-stop.
Just swipe to the
Yeah.
trash.
I turn them off. I turn them off. As
Swipe
much
my
as I can.
trash.
But yeah.
Man.
Okay, so, Kara, new guest.
I'm on the hot seat.
You're on the hot seat,
I'm on the
right?
hot
You know
seat.
this.
It's coming.
Question. Of course, everyone knows we got to ask 3 questions, new guests. Question number 1. Booty, do you usually do this? Oh, no, this is my question. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
go ahead.
What is your first memory of soccer? Can be playing, watching.
I was prepared for this one.
Nice. Okay, you listen.
I listened to the footy fetish.
Hell yeah.
So I was prepared for this one.
You're a soldier.
I actually had a conversation with Booty the other day about this.
Mm-hmm.
First soccer memory
Mm-hmm.
was actually walking in a store and seeing like Mia Hamm stuff all over the place.
Whoa.
Like jerseys, soccer
That's awesome.
balls. It all had like her number on it and like her name on it. And I was like, who is this? Like, and then like, of course, like I think the World Cup was on at the time.
99, Booty, right?
No, I think it was
that was-
96 or like I was like
Could have been
7-ish.
96.
There's the 99ers that won. They beat China.
Oh, so that would have been 95 because it's a 4-year.
So then you're talking
I
before
feel like
that.
I was like 7-ish. Maybe it was 10. I don't know. That whole decade kind of got blurred together, right? Like I don't remember when I was 10.
I tell you what, they could have been just advertising it for the next year because that was such a great accomplishment.
Like that was so huge. Like
Yeah.
it was the first like women's soccer thing too, I think. Like that was when it kind of blew up
They
for
paved the
everybody.
way. Pioneers.
And so that was kind of the first memory of like, oh, I want to play soccer because I want all this cool stuff with Mia Hamm's name on it. Like it was more about like me wanting the stuff and not actually like being into soccer. And then of course I played
Nice.
for a little bit and then kind of got off of it. Junior year, I got recruited by my high school to play on our co-ed team.
Whoa.
Oh.
It was a
Big deal.
It was a co-ed team, so we had to play against high school boys soccer teams.
Damn.
So
you were doing co-ed against all boys?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
It was, and so of course, first game, I'm thinking, oh, like this is, they're not going to go hard on, because we're girls. Like they're going to go hard on the guys on our team. Nope. I got laid out to where like
Memories.
I lost my breath, like I couldn't breathe, and I was like, what's happening? And so of course I was like, this is how it's going to be. Let's go. And so like from then on, I was like, rage. I played
Rage.
Metallica before every game.
Hell yeah.
Ready to go into war.
Very
It was
Master.
awesome.
Master puppets on and shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Booty, next question.
Next question. This is an easy one. I think you were prepared for this one
No,
too.
I don't remember these.
Oh
this
God,
is an
who's your
easy
favorite team?
Ooh, well, we just discussed this.
That's right.
Tell us, who is it? Tell the
Roma is my favorite team
people. Roma.
overall,
Okay.
for sure.
For sure.
National team. Sorry, America, but Italy. I
Fair
do.
enough.
I will cheer for
Even
America.
over the women's national team?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, wow.
I
The
mean,
men's Italian team.
so Roma actually recently formed a women's soccer team.
Oh, they didn't
Not
have one
that-
this whole time?
What?
They didn't have one this whole time? That's awesome.
I don't think so. I think this
I
is
wouldn't doubt it.
fairly
Yeah.
new. I think it was maybe 3 years ago, potentially. Maybe even shorter than that. I don't
Wow,
remember.
that's not long enough.
Yeah, really.
And
Very short.
so they took all these promotional pictures, like, and I was like, yeah, this is cool. So I don't watch them, sadly, because
It's probably hard to find.
They don't. I don't know where to find that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I don't know where you'd watch that shit.
I don't even know if they're very good. I don't know who they play, but
I follow a lot of female Italian soccer players, so I get highlights every once in a while.
Yeah.
Napoli's got a team. Inter's got a team. Milan's got a team. Juve's got a team. Roma got a team.
well, I know Manchester United, Man U.
Right. The EPL has done a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tottenham, I think.
Yeah, Tom has one because Alex Morgan went,
That's right.
went and
Manchester City.
pretended to care for like 6 months. It's like, yeah, never mind, it's Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm going back. This weather
Yeah,
sucks.
it's
I'm
Tottenham.
getting out of here.
So, Toddy. Hottie Toddy. Next question.
Next question. Favorite player? I think that's it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, favorite player.
Like, currently or...
Current, past, present, future, whatever you feeling.
Well, Mia Hamm.
Mia Hamm?
She kind of
Cool.
started it off for me.
Great.
Um,
Love it.
Francesco Totti.
Totti. Classic. Classic player.
and
Fingers in the upright position.
This one's the controversial one, but Pogba.
Pogba.
Cool, cool.
I like
Love
Pogba.
Pogba.
Yeah.
You know, we have a Pogba mural in the city.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Where is
right,
that located?
right by the Lafitte Greenway.
Yeah, hold
I'm
pull
gonna
it
have
up.
to go check that out.
Yeah, check
Right
this out.
before the 2018 World Cup, this
Somebody did
artist
it.
came and painted it. And then France won the fucking World Cup.
Yep.
And it was like,
That's amazing.
we got that dude on the wall.
We got that dude.
I think he needs to come visit New Orleans. I don't know about.
He totally should.
Does he know it exists? We should like
I'm sure
tag
he
him in
does.
something.
We should. Why haven't we not gone there, Booty? Jeez.
We still haven't seen it in fucking person
I
yet.
still haven't seen it. I've seen
Sounds like
photos.
a field trip.
There it
It's a
is.
footy fetish field trip.
Yeah. I know a whole bunch of players. One of the players I coached actually made an appearance out there. But it's like a full mirror. Let's see if I can zoom in. Got him dabbing.
Man, look at the cool hair.
Yeah.
Dude,
His
It's
hair.
like people. It's made of people or him.
Yeah,
I
his
guess.
hair is him dabbing. It's him like pointing to the sky, and it's got some like leaves and flowers, and then him. He's got his earrings, Paul Pogba earrings.
PB.
Yeah, PP.
Where's the J? Wah, wah.
What? What?
PB and J.
All right.
I'm hungry.
I like those picks.
Yeah.
Good players.
Thank you.
Why
Appreciate
would
it.
you say controversial for Pogba?
You either love him or you hate him. I've
True.
I've
Okay.
noticed that.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
either are going to love him or you hate him, but he has such swagger.
Oh my god.
I mean, when he's like ball handling skills, ball
Yeah.
handling.
Balls.
love
Um,
ball. Love handling balls on the footy.
I like them
fetish.
at your feet, but sometimes they're in your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got
Did
good
you see
handling
his
skills.
goal? Yeah, he does have good hand. Did you see his goal?
Yes.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
Paul
the
Pogba.
other
Everyone
goal?
loves.
Yes.
Classic
Yes.
Pogba right there.
Well, didn't that goal like kind of save them to get to like the next game?
I want to say it was against.
Was it against Italy?
Switzerland.
It was against Switzerland.
It should
Yeah,
have saved them. On
Yeah.
paper, it saved them.
right.
It just didn't.
There was someone else that saved France from advancing.
That's right. That's right. I'm pretty sure. Did he
to word that right.
Did he have a PK? I think he made
No,
it. yeah?
Pogba made his PK. Yeah,
Of course he did.
But Sommer saved the
Sommer
goal.
saved the
That's where I was going.
Mbappe one.
Yeah, the Mbappe goal.
Yeah.
What a shit PK, man.
That was a shit PK.
God. Again, another young player going last. What the hell? Why are you doing that?
Put him first. Let it go.
Put him first. Put him in the middle.
Fucking go.
First player should be experienced. Last player should be experienced.
What
and
other
then you
young
put everyone
player?
else?
What other young player could you speaking of, Hugh?
Mbappe.
Was there a game? Was there a game where that happened recently?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh.
I forgot. We haven't even brought this game up.
Yep.
Oh
yep.
yeah. Oh yeah. What game was that, Hugh?
That would be the Italy-England Euro Cup final, where Italy won in PKs thanks to Gianluigi Donnarumma. Italy and England tied 1-1 in regular time, went into extra time 1-1. And Italy won on PKs 3-2. Italy had 65% possession to England's 35. Very shocking from the previous game where we saw the total opposite against Spain. Italy also dominated shots. 19 shots to England 6, with 6 shots on target for Italy and 2 off target. Italy came out with their typical 4-3-3, same players they've been rolling with. England changed it up. They actually came out with a 3-4-3. And we saw Saka come off and Trippier come on as your outside right wing back, which saw Kyle Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire play your 3 center backs. For me, real quick, I thought this was foolish for Southgate to do initially, but I mean, they scored in the first 2 minutes. They did that numerical superiority. I don't know if you've heard about these. We have 3 superiorities in soccer. You have numerical superiority. You have qualitative, like the quality superiority. So you have like a quality player or mismatch. And then you have positional superiority. All right, so you've got those 3. Right away, England displayed positional and numerical superiority with a 5 versus 4 wing back to wing back. Trippier crossing the ball to Shaw, wide open on the back post. And then we saw England drop in, which was weird. And then Italy at halftime totally changed their tactics, took over the game. Before I keep going, what were your takeaways, Kara, from the game? What are some things you liked? What are some things you didn't like? Anything you want to share?
Italy does tend to pass it a lot when like there's potential to like shoot the ball, right? Like, and so I think that's what took them so long to get that point. Like they're just, and it's, the numbers are actually kind of
share the numbers.
Yeah, total passes was 820 passes.
So how much did England
to 426?
Twice as
which
many.
is just insane. So I think Italy probably, if they would have taken more shots at the goal, that score would have been a whole lot different, and it might not have gotten to the PKs.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. What about defensively? How about those boys on defense?
Man, I mean, they were a wall. They were, and again, the possession time is kind of insane. I mean, 65%.
That's right.
Of possession. Like, you can't argue with that. That's all defense.
And looking here, I've actually never looked at this, but it looks like who scored shows you the percent of possession of that 65.
Oh, that's cool.
And who's got the highest percentage?
Bonucci and
The wall.
Yeah.
The 2 center backs.
Yep.
Chiellini with an 8.9, Bonucci with a 10.1. To show you the difference here, Immobile had a 1.6, Chiesa had a 1.6, Insigne had a 4.8. So they were really the wall and backbone of the possession, and I'm willing to bet the passing as well. I mean, well, everybody really was passing the ball a lot. This is success rate. I don't know if they have like a total passing. I'd have to go through the player statistics. Booty, while I'm looking this up, break it down. Give me
Those
your
2
thoughts.
backs, baby. Those 2 backs. You already know. Juve life. As we mentioned before, the last episode, you look at the way Juve's been playing the last couple of years, and that seems to be the biggest problem. Those 2, everybody buried them, forgot about them. It's so funny to see people now. It's like, man, they've just been doing this for years. Like, yeah, of course they have. Like, it's fucking Bonucci and Chiellini. Hello. I was in one of those people, I'm like, can't stay healthy enough. Bonucci just fucks up too much.
You didn't even draft him in our draft.
You
stayed away from both of them.
I tried, but somebody grabbed him.
I got Bonucci, and then Chiellini went in the last round.
I know.
Because I was helping somebody else. I was like, dude, fucking get Chiellini. You serious?
No, why would you do that? Right, exactly.
And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm fucking putting Chiellini on your team.
Like, he's at least starting. But I would have been a little sketch about it, too, because he hasn't been able to stay healthy.
This is a good point. We talked about this
for a minute
on previous podcasts.
Yeah, it's the games Juve's put him in, he might, I'm not even kidding. This isn't me, like, being an ass, but he might last 30 minutes of that game. and then they take him out. So it's like
Champions League.
Ooh.
We've seen it time again where he can't stay healthy, and it really suffers. Juve suffers.
and coming off a bad injury the year before. So it's
He tore his ACL.
Right, so,
Look
I
what he
mean-
did in the Euro.
guess what? Big
Jeez.
time players do big time things.
Hell yeah.
Those two connect. I mean, those two hold it down. Really, really fun. I was a little nervous at first, but within 10 minutes, you could see Italy start to do what they were doing the whole fucking tournament. And England just, like you said, just kind of sitting in and
They
just
let him do it.
taking it and just rolling with it. It was kind of weird. And then, of course, we get to the PKs. One thing I wanted to point out I thought was fucking hilarious. Number one, if you don't think Gigi right now is the best keeper in the world, tell me one that is, please.
Fun fact about Gigi, he has yet to lose a PK shootout.
A PK shootout. Yep.
He's had 5 in his career. He had one when he was like 17. He had one when he was 18.
He's like 6'4", yeah?
6'5" or 6'6".
Yeah, I mean,
He's
it's
a big dude.
He literally has the wingspan
And he's
of
thick.
the goal.
Double C. He's
Double
thick.
C. Double C.
Thick.
Double D's are great, but sometimes double C. That's what you got to do. Anyway.
Donnarumma.
Donnarumma. I would have to say one of the players of the tournament, obviously. I
Obviously.
believe he won the gloves, the beautiful glove.
Player of the did he win player of the tournament?
Yes, he
He
did.
did, yeah.
he won player.
He
So
won
there you go.
He didn't get.
I don't think
The
he
glove.
got golden
He didn't
get the
gloves.
gold glove,
Somebody
though.
else who got
Pickford
Your
got
boy
it.
from-
Pickford got
Pickford
golden
got
glove,
the
yeah.
golden
Because all
glove.
the shutouts, which, I
Wow.
mean, that was due to the two guys in front of you. But anyway,
Who did you play?
different story. Who'd you play there, buddy? You played Ukraine. Good for you. Anyway, gotta point this out. I think this was really funny. I heard a lot of I think it was Mr. Neville who likes to. We should put a muzzle on that motherfucker. Not Phil, because Phil's losing over there in Miami. Gary, who just can't keep his fucking mouth shut. Already talking shit about Italy before this game. Then he comes in and says, well, of course, the youngster, Sacco, was picked to take one of these kicks for England. Of course, didn't work out, saved. And then, of course, there was a lot of, he's like, well, he was too young to take that. But he wasn't too young to start fucking 2 games for you, huh, Gary?
Quarterfinal, semifinal. Right?
Fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. Put a muzzle on that man, bring him the fucking pound. Forza Italia.
Forza Italia, just to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, the Italians just doing what they did all tournament. I thought it was really interesting. At the start of this tournament, Locatelli and Berardi were starting. And then by the time the final came around, we had Verratti, and Verratti was just an injury. Verratti, for me, was the most important player of this midfield. I think he had...
for sure.
I think he had over 100 passes completed.
For sure.
Along with Chiellini and Bonucci. I was just looking at this while we were... So Chiellini had 116 passes attempted, 95% rate, with Bonucci having 131 and let's just say 90% pass rate. Verratti had 118 passes with a 94 success pass rate.
And yet another guy.
Incredible. And then Jorginho as well, right?
Another guy, Verratti, he does this with PSG, but we don't see it enough because he is injured all the time. So it's in the back of everybody's mind. I totally get it why you overlooked this Italy team, okay?
100%.
Totally get it. You shouldn't have, but it's okay.
I mean, you look at this midfield right away. For me, it's the midfield. Granted, Chiellini and Bonucci really stepped up. I feel like we knew this. Excuse me. We knew this coming in. We knew this coming in because we see it at Juve. When those two are healthy, incredible. Incredible. And then you put this world-class midfield in front of him. Verratti, one of the best midfielders out of Italy we've seen in a long time. Jorginho, just coming off the Champions League finals win, right? And we saw what he did at Napoli. He was amazing.
Yep.
We see him at Chelsea. He's been just doing great things. And then Nicolo Barella. Holy crap. One of the best midfielders in Serie A this last season under Antonio Conte. They just labeled him as unsellable at Inter.
Oh, okay.
Unsellable. He
All
is
right.
not for sale.
See ya.
You have those 3 players, and then on top of that, you've got one of the best strikers, Insigne. That dude is a killer.
Yeah.
He's just a cold-blooded killer in front of the net. And then the youngster, Chiesa,
Yeah.
who I don't know why he wasn't starting to begin the tournament. Makes you wonder if Mancini was like, I'm going to save him because he runs so hard and he's kind of spastic, right?
He does
kind
like
of runs.
Weird,
he's like
he's got the Holland thing going
He
on.
looks awkward.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like he performs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's got the Holland thing going on.
He's got the Holland thing, like
where he looks
he'll
really
just
awkward.
bully through defenders. Like there was a run against Spain, or maybe it was England, where like he cuts inside and like defenders are like trying to like pull on him, and they're like the ball's getting kind of like popped loose, and then it gets to his feet, and he just takes off, and you're like, how did he do that?
One of his runs during the England game,
that was it.
When he tried to, like, it was
Left
narrow.
foot.
It was so narrow. I thought he had it.
That was one of those runs.
And it was one of those runs. He had two people on him.
Hanging
and
on
made
him.
it made him look slow.
Yeah. Yeah, Phillips, right? Phillips
Yeah.
made him look like he had never played the game before. I got to say, one of the, and this could be like kind of like a Giroud type of effect, but Ciro Immobile, where Italy need a center forward ASAP. He had 21 passes, 81%.
Professor,
successful.
I have one.
Give it
I was
to
going to
us.
wait until we
Tell
talk
us.
about the guys who were left off this team that are probably going to be included in the World Cup team.
Let's do it now.
Ooh,
who would you
I have
bring?
one as
Here's
well.
the dangerous thing. There's a guy named Moise Keane that we can
Ooh,
fucking plug
center
right
forward?
in, baby. Let's do it. Let's
You know
fucking
what's
do
funny?
it.
Speaking of Moise Keane,
Yeah.
one of my colleagues who knows I'm a huge soccer fan, he said, hey, did you hear the first negative criticism about Italy after this win? I was like, negative?
They didn't bring
He's
Moise
like, no, it's that they were not diverse enough. There is not a single black person on that Italian team. I'm like,
well, they're Italian.
you know how many European teams I could find that are all white? I'm like, that's not uncommon.
Denmark.
Not to mention, if you look back in the history, there's just not a lot of black Italians to begin with.
They're usually Sicilian if they are.
I actually did this one time. I was curious. I looked back into the history. There's one other like notable black player besides Balotelli. And other than that, it's like they're Italian.
Yeah,
I mean there are black Italians, but
the sun doesn't shine as much. I don't know.
I don't know if that's it. I think it's more immigrants.
Immigration,
Right, it's the
yeah,
immigration.
it's definitely
Immigration either.
immigration.
And I'm wondering if there's like immigration laws that make it difficult. But like you look at like France and England, it's like they're a very mixed bag of teams. You get the Africans, you get the Muslims, you get the typical French players, and then you get French and Spanish and all that stuff mixing in as well.
Yeah.
I thought that was really strange, but I immediately told this guy, I was like, first off, they have a Brazilian on the team. They've got two Brazilians. Jorginho's a Brazilian.
Right.
And then Insigne, in Italy, they actually look down at the south of Italy because they're darker. They call them like dirty Italians. Insigne is from the south of Italy.
What happened to you and I, Booty?
I don't know.
Yeah, the pale Italian.
we didn't get the tan. But you know what? My mom had it though. Like she would always just like look
See,
like she's
that's
like
weird.
dirty.
My
Just dirty Italian.
I think it's it's like a great grandmother, I think.
Mhm.
Red hair, pale skin, straight off the boat from Italy.
Really?
So it's Sicily. It's been invaded by
Red
too many
hair.
people.
Yeah, but I feel like red hair is definitely an Italian gene.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a lot of not a lot, but I feel like there are redheaded Italians.
Yeah.
Well, I
I don't
like
know.
it.
Maybe
I
it's
like
like
that you know this because that was the first time I heard about it.
Kind of like I don't know. I just saw the movie Luca. Maybe this is, but I feel like there was some redheads in Luca, and they do their homework.
Was that movie any good?
Oh, so good.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it was
Highly recommended.
Heard it
I'm
was
gonna have to check
fantastic.
it out.
God, that was so good.
Heard it was fantastic.
I watched it illegally. Anyway, Booty, who are some other players you would bring to this Italian team?
Zaniolo, baby.
Zaniolo.
go.
That's what that
Let's
was
go.
mine. You stole mine.
We're gonna give
Team
it to you.
Roma.
Talk about
Get
it. Talk
credit
about
for
it.
Team
Talk
that.
about
Roma.
that.
That's a Roma player.
No, yeah.
who-
Talk him up. Talk him up.
What are
I
some
mean,
things you like about Zaniolo?
That dude
Besides
is
him
just
being
that
really good
young.
looking.
Well, yeah, there's that.
See,
Did I
sorry.
say
There's
that out
that.
loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
His calves are so thick too.
no, like
I've
he's
noticed that,
like
too.
he's got this young like hunger to him. Like
Yeah,
he's
he does.
got
He
that
does.
that I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna be the best there is on that field.
Yep.
And there's something about those guys that I'm like, that's
That
gonna
hunger.
change. That's gonna be the difference because they already have all of them have talent. Every
Yeah.
single one of them. But
Right.
it's the ones that are hungry that make the most impact.
It doesn't matter how much money they make on a contract. They're hungry. They're gonna play as best as they can for as long as they can. For me, he's torn his ACL twice now,
Yeah,
and he's
that's-
still hungry.
Yeah,
Still
but
going. He's
but
like, "I
that's
don't
that's the
care."
fear about him though is can he stay healthy?
Yeah, when it'll happen.
I think
again.
so. I think the modern technology with ACLs Granted, he's torn it twice, but he torn 2 opposite knees. I think the modern technology with ACL and ACL rehabilitation, we just saw Bonucci do it.
Well, speaking of issues with injuries, Spinazzola.
Poor
That's
guy.
the other one.
Player of the
That's the
tournament.
other
I'm
one.
glad you shouted him out.
I
'cause
mean,
he was one
love
of the
that
best
guy.
Italian players.
He was so
he's on
fast.
Roma too.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
so
That's
fast.
right.
God.
These fuckers,
So
man,
fast.
they're fucking stacking up on us.
I've played with teammates who have torn their Achilles and come back and been like, "Wow, you actually don't look like you've missed a step." So
No, that's huge. Yeah,
That's
that's
huge.
that's
Yeah.
the hope
Yeah.
that I have for
the
him.
rehab, it's all about the rehab. If you can rehab properly, get those muscles back, shake off the atrophy, I think you'll come back. I mean, I can list a few ACL tears that we saw in this tournament. Memphis Depay, he looked really good. His partner in crime, Daniel Malin. I don't know if y'all know him. He's also Netherlands.
Yeah.
But for me, Italian players, my boy Sandro Tonali.
Another one. Yep.
Love that dude.
Sandro
Sandro
that was my third
Tonali.
one. That was my third one.
There's also, for me, Italy's weakness this tournament was not only their center forward, who you just solved, but also their outside backs. This outside of Spinazzola. Because as soon as he was gone, Emerson, he did his job. He did his part.
It wasn't sexy though.
It wasn't sexy. And then Di Lorenzo and Florenzi. Florenzi, he was at Roma for a little bit, I
Yeah, that
believe.
sounds really familiar.
I think he was at
Yeah.
Roma. So Calabria over at Milan, another right back, was one of our most important players this last season.
He got in a good bit. He's young.
Yeah, he's our starter.
Okay.
He didn't play for Italy. I think if you put him on that Italian team, he does wonders for Italy because he has the pace and the attack-minded style.
But still got the defensive.
But he's still a defensive beast. He locked
Yeah.
up a whole bunch of Juve players. Sorry to shout you out.
Oh no! The minute you do, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's
When
right.
I got to pull up the game. It was actually Ronaldo. He was facing up against Ronaldo a lot, quite
I
a
can see
bit,
that.
because Ronaldo's on the left and he's the right back.
Okay.
He did a really good job, kind of
Probably
holding
Murata
Ronaldo.
too.
Murata was more of like the center, but yeah, he joined in as well.
But it's easy. Just move forward, and Murata will be offsides.
Yeah.
But
He's not looking for that line.
no, it never is. He don't know what a line is. Like if an officer asked him, they pulled him out of his car to like walk a fucking line, he would go over it instead of like walk it. Anyway,
All right, arresting you because
the
you're.
rest of yeah, okay, you can't walk a line.
I like the analogy. I
Yeah.
like the visual. I
Dude,
appreciate that.
He lives off fucking sides and just resigns.
He scored a hat trick offside in a Champions League game.
He did. He did. They were all fucking off.
He scored 3 great goals. All of them were offside.
It
Thank
drove me
you.
nuts.
Was VAR not a thing?
They were.
it
They
was.
called all 3 of them.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they were all offsides.
Oh,
They
man.
gotta give VAR the credit. We needed the goddamn goal too. It was against Porto, but this motherfucker like scored like a hat trick off, like, and the whole time it's like, oh, can I just have one? Seen one. Anyway,
We got to talk about England.
I'd say also yeah. Before we get to England,
Okay, go.
you're spot on with that because Di Lorenzo to me, I love him as a player, love him at Napoli, but with Napoli, as you know, it's attack minded. I don't like his defensive.
He's not the best.
He's not the best defender. He got fucking.
He did well.
Shook out his shoe. Oh God, there I am. See, shook out his shoes against Belgium.
Opa.
Yeah, he did. Doku, the youngster. I remember that. He gave up that PK as well.
Yep. So,
That PK was almost Italy's ticket out of the tournament.
yes.
Especially because it was 2-1, right? That was or was that a 1-1?
That was
Either way, it
that
was
was a 2-1. It was 2-1.
It was a 2-1. You're sitting there going, "Gosh, that was not the move."
No.
That you want to be making. Right back's covered. Left back, I don't know.
I know.
If Spinazzola can get healthy, like you're set.
Yeah, just run,
set.
just run all day. Which surprised me. Let's switch to England.
Yeah,
All right.
let's go back.
Surprised me that Rashford,
Nope,
Sancho, they all couldn't get a little something done. Oh yeah, that's right, because Southgate fucking put him in too late.
Grealish, one of England's best players, sat the bench every game except for the last couple of minutes.
And all he did was get better every game they went. So I don't understand that one. But
Yeah, for me, let me just put the spotlight on Mr. Mason Mount here.
and Phillips.
Been getting so much hype. So much hype.
So I just
throughout
got to
the
throw him
season.
in because everybody
I've
makes my
been
love for
getting
me.
so much hate from our listeners about Mason Mount, and I said if he shows up in the Euro tournament,
He
I
did.
will gladly bow down. Now is my time to shine. Where was he all tournament long?
He was getting his hair done.
Where he was getting his hair done. He was getting his hair. I gotta
That
say,
was more important.
he did have an amazing gesture at the end of one of the games. Did you see him give that jersey away?
That was cool. Yeah.
Girl
yeah.
lost her shit.
Yeah.
This
I saw
this
that.
little girl lost her shit. Was like, oh my
It was
god,
super cool.
his face is about jersey.
Grealish did too.
Grealish did the same thing.
Jumped
He,
up,
like,
you
went
saw
up.
the little
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
Great off the field. Love those guys. But we're talking on the field. You know,
Just
Mason
wasn't there.
Mount. I would much rather Grealish. I would much rather Foden. Sterling somehow managed to score 3 to 4 goals. I would have much rather Jadon Sancho. I would have much rather Rashford.
Amen.
Yeah.
And you
Hey,
know
now.
what? Another thing, Harry Kane, he gets all the credit, blah, blah, blah. Everyone forgets about Calvert-Lewin. The dude had an amazing season in the EPL.
And just sat
Amazing
the fucking
season.
bench here.
No one saw him.
Yep.
I think he subbed in at late. No, he didn't. Calvert-Lewin.
Didn't at all.
Didn't see him. That dude,
Probably would have been a good PK taker.
yes. Yes.
Throwing that, you know, throwing
100%.
that. Well, Harry's too big to fail now. You know, he's a fucking English bank.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Like he's
man.
That's
well,
right.
maybe he's an American bank. It's just he gets bailed out. Let's look at
wow.
let's look
Well
at the
done. I just got it.
exactly like he just gets bailed out for like not doing like I mean he's doing his job. It's not sexy, you know. You look at the PK against Denmark, right? I've never
Lucky.
seen
So lucky.
never
Did
seen
you see
somebody. Yeah,
He had a late PK.
Exactly.
The goalie blocked
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I
just
did
taps
see
it in,
that.
taps
Yeah,
it
I
in.
did see that.
You never see somebody get a shit PK that wasn't a PK. It wasn't a foul in the first place. Okay,
Flopped.
and then
Yeah.
you follow it up with a shit PK to score a goal. I've never seen that. Harry Kane, ladies and gentlemen.
They really. And then I hate to point this out, but the English fans.
Yeah, it's
are-
terrible.
They were just so disgusting in the way they lost.
Oh, I got
If you're
something
gonna
for you.
lose with grace.
I got something.
Yeah,
for you.
I would agree with that. I mean, that's not fair. They got all the way to the end, even though they had a little bit of an easier route than Italy.
I got something for you. Ben sent me this. You're gonna like this. Keep going.
I just feel like they got all the way to the final.
They
Like
did.
you should be proud
Be
of your
proud.
team
Yes.
and your players. In fact, I didn't think they were going to get that far because
Nope.
they don't play like a team. I think that's part of the reason they lost.
That's one of their flaws that they've gone through a lot. Booty's got an amazing meme. Just hold on.
Yes.
I feel like throughout the years, and someone wrote a book on this. I think you had told this to us, Booty. Gerard wrote a book saying in the locker room,
Oh yeah.
the English
Yeah.
players are very cliquey based
Yeah.
on their club teams.
Oh, for sure.
And then when it comes time to international play, they
don't
can
care.
never come together and play for the fucking Three Lions.
I'm convinced that that's part of the reason Italy won. They came. They were like, they're
Italy comes
screaming the national anthem.
Yep.
They're always together. They're laughing. They're all about each other. Their huddles are all together.
Yep. One more
They're a
thing.
team. They're one.
It's also not even the players on the field, but the coaches, the trainers.
Coaches, yeah.
You saw all of them together, all the time. I posted something recently. The backup keeper for Donnarumma, Sergu, got 1 minute in the entire tournament. Was super happy to be on the field for just 1 minute.
Yes.
He helped Donnarumma plan for the Spain PK. He helped Donnarumma plan for the English PK shootout.
You saw him come up and talk to him a couple times, and
Oh
they were just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude goes
He
left.
probably went through him. He was like, "Hey, remember this
Yeah,
guy does
dude
this."
goes
this
left.
does
Super
this."
selflessness
Yep.
in that team.
mentality.
Yep.
And there's not as much ego,
Right.
I don't think.
Who was behind
Like you
Pickford?
can tell, okay, like some of these people are jealous of other people, and it's
Exactly.
like, whoa, like
The goalie
Yeah.
situation for them is exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
Who's behind Pickford? Dean Henderson, right?
Mm.
He's already
Mhm.
behind De Gea, and he knows he deserves. He
Mhm.
thinks he deserves that,
Wow.
right?
That's
Why wouldn't you think you deserve this too?
One thing I got
Either of them,
I got to give credit to Harry Maguire, John Stones, Kyle Walker
dude.
had an amazing
fantastic.
tournament.
Sterling did decent.
He didn't.
He did better than I thought he was going
Better
to do.
than I
That's
thought.
fair. That's much better. That's much
Yeah.
better. For me though, he scored a lot of tap-ins.
That's fair.
Easy tap-ins. But yeah, he did. I got to give him credit. The coach put faith in him, and he scored.
He fucking did.
He did some goals. Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips. I think his name's Calvin K. Phillips. Those two guys had a lot of pressure on their shoulders throughout this tournament because they're so young. I don't think they really got a lot of caps for England,
No.
but they played every single game and they did a really good job.
And Stones has been so up and down too. This is really good to see him go back up. It's
Yeah.
fun.
EPL title.
I'm not saying it's fun to watch somebody on a roller coaster, but he's really fun to watch on a
He
roller
is,
coaster. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because hey, World Cup he did great, right?
Yep.
And then
He
kind of
got
down for a little bit.
The injury.
The
He got
injury.
But this last year with Man City,
And then boom, he's back.
right?
Very
And so all
fun.
of a sudden you're like, dang, there he is, John Stones.
Very fun. And his teammate right next to him.
That's right, Kyle Walker.
You all right for this meme?
Yeah, should have just shared.
Oh, let's shit on some England fans. You ready? You ready, guys? All right. Compliments of Ben.
Yeah, shout
All
out
right.
to Ben.
That's
First
scary.
game, right? First game against Croatia, 1-0. Fans, it's coming home. Second game, 0-0 against Scotland. Sack Southgate. Next game, 1-0 against Czech Republic. It's coming home. Next game, 2-0 against Germany. Makes fun of a fucking 10-year-old girl. Next game against Ukraine, 4-0. It's definitely coming home. Next one, 2-1 against Denmark. Ha ha, cry.
What?
Don't even know. That's probably an English thing.
Yeah.
Last one, 1-1 full time against Italy. Loss, racist mode.
Oh God. Accurate.
I mean, it's
Yikes.
true.
Accurate.
It was literally the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Poor Rashford. Poor Saka. Poor Sancho.
Yeah, I know. That's shit, man.
That's awful. And again, it's almost like premeditated karma.
Yeah,
Like the world knew
you deserve that
they
shit.
were this was the kind of mentality of the English fans. Did you see the
Yeah,
fight that broke out?
But what's
That's-
weird
yes.
about it is it's like, even if you give them a bunch of hell for like doing poorly,
Mm-hmm.
like why bring the skin color into it? Like what's the
Yeah, it has
point?
nothing to do.
It's the environment they grew up in. You know, like you got to remember, like that whole Nazi regime was all about like white skin, blue eyes, blonde hair. Like that, for some reason, that area, just like your skin color is just an automatic indicator of like who you are as a person.
I don't know though.
It's
England
awful.
was on the right side of that history.
They were.
They were on the
but
right side
you
of
gotta
history
think
on
there are
that
people
one.
that share that same mindset in that area because France has still got
That's a
this
good
issue.
point.
France has got this issue with the Muslims, right? Didn't they have a bus that? No, maybe not. I'm thinking something different. But all over. I mean,
Oh,
Italy,
for sure. But like my thing is the
You were-
world is basically racist against something, right?
Yeah, true.
But my thing is okay, like it's one thing to rag on somebody for poor performance.
Yeah.
Even that's wrong. Like
Right.
I think, how can you not be proud of this team? I mean, they got way further than anyone expected them to.
Yep.
Why? What's the point of bringing color in?
Not. You know what? I feel like to add on to your point, I feel like it is okay to rag on someone for performance. You shouldn't do it, but it's like that's understood. To blame it on a skin color,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, that must
it
be
doesn't
why
make
they make
sense.
that's it, guys. That's the reason. It's because they got a
Black
darker
dude.
skin color.
Huh.
We figured it out, guys. We figured it out. It's
Yeah.
like, come on.
Honestly, like I feel like I'd be
All the
like
black guys
this
could make the
this
PKs.
let's forget.
this insult means nothing to me. If you insult me on my performance, okay, I'm gonna take
I can
that.
think
I'm
about
gonna
it. I
hurt.
can
It's gonna
reflect.
hurt.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt. Whereas if you're like, oh, you didn't score that because you're pale and white,
Exactly why.
I'd be like, okay.
You're not as white as Harry Kane.
Okay.
you
Let's not
couldn't, you know-
forget one of their black players is the reason they got this far. Sterling.
For sure.
He got the 2 goals in the group stage that won those games. We're gonna forget that. We're gonna, it's like,
No,
come
but
on, it's so
but
contradictory.
when Premier League starts,
Yeah.
guess what? They're gonna be all back on like
Oh, you fucking
Rashford.
know
yeah,
it, dude.
Saka,
Rashford. They're
yeah.
gonna love him again, and
You
it's like,
fucking know it.
what? Like this is so hypocritical.
You fucking know it.
It's
If I was them, I'd be like, I want to leave Premier League. I want out of England. I want away from all these people who are racist.
I'll go to Italy.
Show
No,
'em.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, come to Syria.
Might be more racist.
We'll take you.
No, Syria has definitely got a history of racism, so that's probably not the place to be. But they're
That's
getting
fair.
a lot better.
That's fair.
Like Koulibaly. Do you remember like a year or two ago?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Holy shit, Balotelli.
Balotelli is like the perfect, like the number one
Yeah,
example.
He
Sad.
gets it everywhere.
Number one. I just did
Um,
it again by accident. Pinching the thumbs. I was doing it in the car earlier too, and I was like, oh my god, I just did it.
I'm gonna continue to do it.
We're
Forever.
gonna continue
It's
to do
now
it.
a part of my body language.
I mean, it's the greatest emoji that there is.
Anytime I hear an Italian word, I just throw my hands up like this.
You
Oh,
can
this
also
is
like flick the
ridiculous.
wrist.
A little flick of the
You gotta
wrist.
flick
flick
of
it.
yeah.
It's like a loose wrist too.
Do
Yeah, it's a
you
loose
do you swirl it
wrist.
around first? Do you do
Oh,
like that?
it's almost like you're
Really?
holding a wine glass too.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe that's
Gotta
where it
swirl
came
it.
from.
Could be.
Yeah.
I might have to look the history of
My
this
hands
up.
are already out.
Something.
What's
that we
it
need to-
called?
Italian hands.
We should
Italian
we should
hands.
call it
That's
something.
it. That's
Italian
it.
hands.
When you type in Italian
Yeah.
hands emoji, it
Yeah.
should fucking be that.
It's there. It's there.
I was trying to figure it out the other day because of course I use it 24/7 now. Like my wife.
Oh, because
hates
you
me.
can type in an
So-
emoji for
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I was like, what is it? And I was like, it's pinch. It's pinch. When you type in pinch,
Wow.
it comes up. Yeah, it's the pinch.
What are you pinching though?
Occhipinti, right?
Yeah,
Pinching.
it's in my name.
Pinching. That's right.
Pinchy.
It's pinching.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
We should
so
look
it
up the
happened.
word pinch in Italian.
Yeah, no. What is the Latin root is pin.
Pinch
Means to hold down, right? Well, it's gonna be something crazy like that, right?
Mhm.
It sounds like some Jesuit shit, right? You don't know the Latin root for pinch? No, I didn't. My bad.
One more thing
What
I
you
got to
got?
bring up.
What you got, bro?
This is one of my favorite things. I try to do this every time. Is we look at the average player position of each team.
Oh yeah.
And Italy did a great job. They played, what is this, a 2-6-2, where they dropped Immobile into the midfield line and then had their two outside backs just build a wall, a 6. And this kind of goes into what Kara was saying. This is set up for high passing, high possession. We're just going to hold it at midfield, and we're just going to wait. We're going to be real patient.
Yeah.
If you're, I'm sure you've seen this in Serie A. They're so patient and methodical
Oh, for sure.
with how they attack. It pushes a lot of people away because they're like, this is boring. They're passing the ball
Right.
just to pass it. They do this on purpose, and it's hard to find. They're looking for these little gaps, and I would imagine they're looking to free up Chiesa or Immobile.
So the gaps they were looking for were.
And
Well, what Booty
Yes.
said earlier, though, they were prepared for those PKs.
Oh,
and so it's
yeah.
almost
Yeah.
like they were not
they did.
worried.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like, let's buy
Yeah.
our time for the PKs because
Nail 'em.
we're just going to get them then.
spot on.
Yep.
If you watch that last overtime, the two halves, there was no what's the word? Eagerness. There was no. I'm looking for a word here.
Like by the English, like a
No, by the
Urgency.
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 That's
Yeah,
the
I
word.
got
There was
you.
no urgency from the Italians to try and score a goal. It was just, we're going to see this game out because we're really, really prepared. And you saw that. We talked about this.
For sure.
At the end of overtime, you saw the two teams huddled up. Mancini's in the middle just pumping them all up. Everybody's got their arms
Like, let's
locked together.
fucking go.
Meanwhile, England players are like walking around. Southgate's pointing. I saw him point to Grealish at least 3 times. He'd point to him, and then he'd
Really
look to the
should
other
go
side,
no.
and then he'd point to him, and then he'd look to the other side. He'd point to him again, and I was like, is he not taking it, or is he taking it right now?
It's like, are you asking them or
It's just-
telling them that's who's gonna
Yeah,
take? Like
you're gonna take it? Okay, cool.
you're a
Are you
coach,
sure you're gonna take it?
You should be telling them you're gonna fucking take
Jeez.
it, and then they have to accept it, and we roll with it, and they
Right.
should be happy that you even asked them.
So, real quick, to bring it back to this player position, for me, the reason we're seeing this is because, and we talked about this before, as soon as England scored that goal, what did? They just dropped in.
Yep.
And when you have a 3-man back line, those outside wing backs drop in, and you've now got a 5-man back line. And then those center mids, Rice and Phillips, they can drop in too. You've now got like almost 7 players behind the ball. All you got to do is get Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling, who
Make
can literally
runs.
do whatever you want.
Just make runs.
But where I'm going is England is just packing the box.
Right.
So Italy are forced to just hold the ball and just knock it around. Pass to try and find
Go
any kind of opening.
around the box.
You're going around the box, left to right, just
Or do you
trying to
wanna go
find any
through?
opening. And the thing here is Italy they put themselves in a really precarious position because they're pushing all their numbers up. They're being very patient. If Italy get one steal, if they can steal it and find Sterling, he's gone.
Or Saka. Maybe
Saka.
maybe
I don't
you got
think-
got to grab a jersey or or something like
Oh
that.
right, and see what
That was
happened.
it.
The jersey.
Mourinho,
That was the one.
Thank you. Mourinho said it perfectly. He said Chiellini played a perfect game. He made one mistake, and he handled that mistake beautifully. Took the yellow card, pulled the jersey, saved the game. Potentially, that could have easily led to a goal.
I'm gonna pull up.
You got another meme?
The exact.
Get the quote.
It's the exact quote.
Get that quote.
Because it's a Jose, so it's a.
Yeah.
So it's a
Shut up.
dick. It's a dick. Way to say anything. That guy can make anything sound dick.
Because it was a foul. It was obviously a foul.
Yeah.
People could argue it was a red card.
Totally.
What are
I
your
don't
thoughts
know.
on that?
I've seen too many more severe things. I will say, had it been a red card, that probably would have changed the entire outcome of this
I
game.
think England win the game.
Yeah.
Win the game.
If you looked at Chiellini's face,
But
when
I
the
think
ref was
he
coming
had
over,
to save it.
Oh, he had to.
He had to do it.
Bonucci's
he had
not
to take the
catching him.
risk.
Yeah, Bonucci's not catching him.
Yep.
I totally agree.
I found it. You ready?
Here we go. Read the quote.
Here's a Jose. Are you ready for Jose? By the way, are you?
Oh, you're not ready.
Are you ready for
Jose?
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm ready.
Get the wheel. Grease it up.
Yes.
I'm definitely ready to start
It's gonna be
being
fun.
a contender.
Oh yeah, that's actually
More of a
He will.
contender.
He'll get him in contention.
Yeah, because he loves the Italian league.
Well, and
Yeah.
also I'm hoping that we keep him for more than like
It's a 3-year plan. I think.
2 years, 3 years.
Usually
like,
his third year is the shit
yeah,
year.
but like we've gone through
Is it?
so many coaches,
Yeah, that sucks. It's the worst.
and
You
so
can't win
I
like
just
that.
want to keep
Well, Chelsea can, but
yeah.
him for for 3 years is
know how to-
okay. Let's
I've-
start with that.
I've read it's
Yeah.
a 3-year plan.
Yep.
Let's start with that
it probably
and continue to give him contract extensions if he
Dude.
does well.
Our favorite quote of Jose: "Shut up, shut up. I beat you, Fetish." Here it is. What Chiellini did with Saka shows everything. He made his only mistake of the game. He lost on the turn on the touchline. Saka was going, "You are not going. You stay with me. The shirt is mine, and you are not going." He knows what he was doing.
He knew exactly what he was doing. Did you see his face when the referee came over?
Yeah,
he was doing the like
take
sad kitty please.
You don't want to really
He
make
was-
this game.
I will say
Interesting,
he
do
was
ya?
hands down the funniest player of this entire tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was
The Jordi
messing
Alba?
with he was
Yeah.
messing with
Oh, the
people
Jordi Alba's
the
good.
entire
Yeah.
time. He played mental warfare and he won. He won it.
Well, yeah, well said. He for me played with a big smile on his face the whole time. He was just
He
happy
had
to
fun.
be there.
He
had
had
so
so
much
much
fun.
fun.
So much fun. And he was the captain of that team as well, which is extremely valuable because you should have that balance as a captain. You
He
should be able
sets
to
the pace. He sets the pace.
Yeah, he sets that pace. You should be stern and aggressive and physical, but then know when it's time to joke and smile and like have fun and joke around and stuff like that.
Yeah. You like poked him in the face.
He fucking
see a
hit
smile,
elbow
bitch.
with his nut. He was like,
Do you think also he was trying to get like a little something out of Alba right there real
Yes.
quick for him to like react?
yeah,
And then he get a fucking red card.
Yeah.
While they're not even playing. Like
Yeah.
how awesome would that be,
That would have
right?
been funny.
It's
Oh my
mental
God,
warfare.
it
He
is.
played mental warfare.
That's right. He did. He's the man at it too.
To add on to this Jose at Roma, did you know Roma's owner is American?
Aren't they all American at this point? Like you got at least
This
Premier
is true.
League.
Milan's owner is American.
Yeah.
Um,
We got a bunch of
who?
billionaire
Who they? Agnelli?
Americans.
Is he?
No,
He's not the owner.
Who's
Who's the owner of who they?
you talking about? You talking about American owners?
Just
You
owner.
talking about, like
is-
Kroenke? Fucking Arsenal
No, just in Italy.
in Italy.
Well, I guess all over. I mean, there's so many. It is Agnelli, but he's not Italian.
He's
He's.
not
I mean, he's not American. He is Italian.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
He is Italian.
I mean, if I had that kind of money, I'd probably go buy a soccer team as well. So
He only paid 591 mil. Are you kidding me? That's a steal. What? He only paid $591 million for Roma? Oh my God.
when was that? When did he buy it?
Steal, dude.
Changed ownership after the start of the 2021 season. So this last year he had him.
Wow.
What a steal.
Steal.
Would y'all finish in like top 7 or 8? Y'all are
Yeah,
up there.
We weren't bad this year.
Gosh, and y'all don't even have Zaniolo. Like y'all had him for like a couple of games.
Yep, he's injured.
They've been having that mediocre.
He's
I'm
He's
a
back.
little.
He's
I
back.
will say I'm a
back.
little sad that he did not get to be a part of the Euros.
It opened the door for Locatelli, who we didn't really talk about. I loved Locatelli's play,
For sure.
but I'm with you. I would have loved to have seen him.
Just
at
to
the
see, I think it would have been a
you
completely
put him.
interesting dynamic.
tournament. Where do you put him?
Yeah, I know. Well,
you take
Just
him.
seeing
he's gonna figure it
seeing
out.
him finally on that like type of stage though,
Oh yeah.
it would have been really,
it would have done
really
you
interesting.
saw he just bought, huh? Like who Jose just bought? Like last couple days?
No.
Fucking Patricio.
Who?
I did
Keeper
not
for
know
fucking
that.
Portugal.
Oh.
Yeah. You know he was going to have his Portuguese homies. Yeah.
He's gonna build this
Yeah.
team to
He's gonna do a
be.
good job.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna compete with you guys
I
at
think-
UV.
I believe that. They're going to be fun. They're going to be fun to watch. Not fun for me or him.
I would like to.
I'm scared.
I think we should do a watch party
Yeah?
I'm
to
down.
where it's like you
For
are
Roma,
with,
Juve,
yeah,
Roma, AC Milan.
yeah, and we could
Yeah.
like even split it down the middle.
Yes.
Like we can literally take
I'm
a piece
about
of
it.
tape and like
About
put
it.
it down the middle of the room.
About it. About it. Like, don't cross my
Yeah.
fucking side.
Don't get
Yeah.
the fuck on my
Don't
side.
cross it.
This is for
I'll
red and
pass
black.
you a beer.
Cross it.
I'll pass you a beer when you start kind of going above you.
Cross it. Cross it and
Here,
shut
you'll
up.
need this. We're beating you.
Yep. Cross it and shut up.
And in the end,
Yep.
we'll come together and hug it out.
That's right. You know, Ben claims to be a Napoli fan, but he's not.
He
think he
thinks
is.
he's a Napoli fan.
He thinks it exactly.
He needs. I will say,
He thinks.
for me,
Let
it
him have
really took going to Italy to like be like, oh, this is my
Yeah,
team.
this,
Yep.
is, this is it.
This is the
This
one.
is where it is.
And I feel like if he went to Naples right now,
Exactly.
he would not pick Napoli.
I like Naples.
it's a little.
It's like old school Italian. They
Yeah.
still haven't really like.
When I went,
Yeah.
it
You know,
felt
food's
like I
great.
was about to get
It is great.
kidnapped. So
It is
it's changed
dangerous.
dramatically.
It is dangerous. Yes, that's true. I was lucky. I was with my uncle who was stationed there in the Navy. So
Oh, nice.
It's a little bit of protection.
Yeah. a little- a little
Everyone in the
protection.
neighborhood, the mafia, they're all
you
like,
don't mess with fucking.
that's the American guy over there. He's in the Navy. I forget what his title was at the Navy.
Yeah,
but it
there's
was
no
high
hate
enough that
there.
They were like, we're going to leave
There's
this guy
no
alone.
hate there. There's some crazy good architecture there.
Oh, yeah.
The people there, the locals are cool. It just more of the crime is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
I made the mistake of, so when I was in Florence, I was a Milan fan before I went there.
Oh.
So I wore, and of course, Milan was playing
Yeah.
Florence when I
no,
was
that's
there.
a problem.
So I wore my jersey to the game, and I was the only red and black guy on the street wearing this jersey. We went to a bar, and I wore a jacket to where you could only see in between the jacket flaps my jersey. And everybody in this bar was wearing purple. And my roommate at the time, he was
Just
like, I'm going to
covers
just
you.
wear a purple jersey. And AC Milan, Kaká, scored a goal. And I was like, all right, woo! And I'm just like clapping. And everyone in the
Oh,
bar
no.
turns around and looks at me. And I swear to God, they were like, I could just like read all of their eyes. Like, we're about to kill you. And I just like lifted my hands up and I just backed out the bar, took my shirt off, came back in. And was like,
All right.
I'm going to be quiet. I'm sorry. And
Man.
we scored a second goal. We went up 2-0, and I was like, I'm going to go. This is my time to go. And I left. It was a mistake. But to add to what you were saying, like, when you go to Italy, you feel that passion. And me seeing the opposition was like, maybe I should be a Florence fan. I almost changed my jersey right there. I was like, maybe I
Yeah,
should do
it
this.
You guys
changes.
smash the purple, yeah.
Because
You
there
guys smash the purple?
was so much passion for that, and it was like the last game. It didn't matter, you know.
Oh,
it was
for
like,
sure.
No one cared at that point. But still, the fact that I was cheering against them was like, get the fuck out of here. Oh shit, I'm gonna go.
I had a Saints hoodie on for the Saints Bears game, and I
Oh,
was
there you
by
go.
myself. I had to catch the subway
Oh my god.
where they call it the L. So like I remember like when I was waiting for it, it was like in like a like you know we just whooped their ass too. So I remember the whole time just being like I'm gonna cross my arms and just like the Saints.
Don't
symbol
make
was,
eye
like, right here.
contact. Don't
Yeah, the
make
whole
eye
time
contact.
I was like this, and I was like I'm not putting my arms down. I was like I'm not putting my arms down. It was like a bunch of people were just kind of like, yeah, fuck you,
Hear
buddy.
the grumblings and
yeah, fuck you, buddy. Not quite fucking Florence though, I'm sure. But
I was scared. I thought I was gonna die. Literally.
I
I
would.
really did.
They
Yeah.
don't mess.
No.
They don't
Yeah.
mess around.
I have a great way to transition to the next game we're going to be talking about here.
What's that?
The next one we're talking about is Argentina. Messi finally getting that cup,
Mm.
but
Mm.
there is some rumors swirling. Not sure if you've read them or if you've read them.
Yeah.
They're trying to do a Maradona
Oh.
Classic.
Oh, I saw that, and I'm so in.
Italy
Come on.
versus Argentina.
Who wins?
Where do you
in
play?
Naples.
In Naples.
Yes.
In Maradona
Who-
Stadium.
Yes.
Who
Speaking of
wins
Naples.
that one?
Italy.
Dude,
I
Italy.
think so too.
Italy.
So I watched this Copa final here, Argentina Brazil. I saw this final. Messi was invisible the whole game. He had 3 opportunities. One of them, he forced it, missed it wide. He had a free kick, and then he had the sitter. One-on-one with the keeper.
If he shows up, though.
But he didn't. And this is my thing with Messi. And I hate to do this because, for me, I'm a Ronaldo fan, so I always got to just bash Messi, even though I respect the hell out of him. I tell people Messi is like Kobe Bryant for me when I was a Chris Paul fan. Like, I fucking hated Kobe Bryant, but like I respected the hell out of him.
You respect
He was so good. That's why I hated him. Messi is so good. He'll probably get Ballon d'Or. This game, he had an awful game. He had a one-on-one with the keeper, and he fucking flubbed it. Just totally missed it. Brazil almost countered and scored and tied the game up. He almost blew that lead. And for me, if you're Messi, you can't be doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's not going to miss that opportunity. The ball came to him on like the top of the 6. Just fucking smash it.
One-on-one.
He tried to like dribble around the keeper. Like, just fucking smash it. You're Messi.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Messi, his deal. Have you seen the rumor? He's taking half of his paycheck away.
Wait. Do you know what he was initially making?
It was 600.
It was disgusting.
Something a week.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Such a terrible pay cut.
That's
But
what I'm
still.
saying. He was making, it was a 600, let's just say 650 million over 4 years.
Yeah,
It's insane.
So you're making over 100 mil a year, and now we've got to like, for me, I'm sitting here like, that's not a magnanimous move. What are you now making like 75 mil? Sorry, like you're still making more than you're like in the 1%.
For sure. But if you were making this much, taking half of your paycheck,
it is a lot.
Kind of crazy.
It's a big cut.
I mean, look, I agree with you. To me, I'm like, that's sick money. I'd take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Of course.
But if you're Messi and you were making this,
nothing.
Here's a question.
Man.
Has Messi done anything in these 4 years that he's had this $650 million contract? If he had taken this 50% cut during these last 4 years, do you think Barcelona could have brought in some really good talent?
For sure. That's probably what he's thinking.
This is what I'm thinking. You're right. That's what he's thinking. He's like,
Yep.
shit, I've been really greedy. We haven't won it. They still brought in Dembele, Griezmann, Coutinho, $100 million players. Well, he's free, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
But
so
like as far as like, they were still spending money.
Still
Imagine if they had his contract cut in half for those 4 years. Because we saw him get embarrassed against Bayern, 8-2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, y'all may have talked about this on this show,
Mm-hmm.
but like, what changed for him to want to stay at Barcelona?
Well, you know, your
president.
booty. I'll say your
Oh,
booty.
is that what it was?
The new president, the guy that he hated, they kicked him out, and they just voted in this new guy.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so they brought.
Okay.
Yeah, they brought.
So
him
that was
in.
the change because I was like,
Big change.
it's weird.
It's cool though. Your
It was
booty already
weird.
said he wasn't gonna move. What he called that.
I think you were in the majority there. I was the
Don't
one
give
on the
yourself
podcast.
any credit.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
got to.
It's credit for a bike. We'll give you the bike credit.
The only reason being, I'll put myself under the bus for this one, is because my reasoning was there's only 2 clubs that would be able to afford your fucking expensive ass, even with the pay cut.
Right.
That would be PSG, who's not interested.
Nope.
Or it doesn't make sense because we can't. Where would you fit?
Right.
But then again, PSG does stupid shit like that.
I think they would have sold Neymar or Mbappe
right.
and put Messi in there.
And then the other one is Manchester City, which
They don't need him.
I'm going to bash Messi on this one. You know you wouldn't last in EPL. I'm going to go PPL.
Yeah, but I tell you what, we would love to see him in the
love
EPL.
to.
So, Kara, how do you think Messi would do in the EPL?
I think he would actually be decent. I don't think he would be what he is at Barcelona.
That's fair. Would he make all 38 weeks?
No.
I agree.
I don't think so.
I think the EPL just batters players.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's proven that it batters players. The amount of injuries is insane.
How many players make it a full season in the EPL consistently? I can't tell you any players. I'd have to really think about it. I mean, I'm putting everybody on the spot here, but this is just my concern with Messi. Plus, he's 33, so he's towards the end of his career. Not to say that he's not peaking, because I think he's still peaking. But Messi in the EPL, I think he knows, just like you said, Mike, that he would not be getting the same stats. Because right now, as far as like stats, he's leading everything. but they didn't win.
That's all that matters.
So while we're on the topic of, I think we covered Copa America. Brazil just couldn't score one. Messi took all the attention. Di Maria got a lucky break off that. I don't know. Did y'all watch Copa final?
Not too much.
I didn't.
Not too much.
I didn't.
Rodrigo
I don't
de
know what I
Paul.
was doing that day.
Yeah.
We
know what we were doing.
We were commenting. I was very upset about that.
He was
Yeah, they
trying to
took
get out
that
of it.
away from me. They're not taking away this draft. Rodrigo de Paul sent this great through ball. The left back, our boy Henan Lodi, went to go receive it. It went right under his foot.
I love that dude.
Di Maria took it, popped it right over the keeper.
He
Goal.
fucked up, man.
It was it. It was the
Wow.
one mistake
Can you
all
pull it up?
game long.
Can you pull it up
I
real
can
quick?
definitely pull it up for you.
Oh,
So,
man.
other than that, Brazil played a really good game.
I love Lodi, man.
I wish they had the stats on who scored because
That actually makes it hurt more.
it hurts so much more.
Because it's like on a mistake.
It's a mistake.
Because Lodi's
It's
a
the same
good
thing as
fucking
the own
back,
goals.
dude.
The own goals in the Euros.
I
The
know.
amount of own goals,
Golden boot.
unreal.
It got the
They got
golden,
the golden
boot.
boot.
11. 11.
Yeah, so other than that, Messi had the opportunity to put this game away, and he didn't. And Neymar also had his opportunities and didn't. Richarlison scored a goal, called it back VAR. This was first half. Yeah, I already missed it. There it
Oh,
is.
so this happened quick.
There it is, 21st minute. The look on Casemiro's face, there it goes. What are you doing?
Oh,
Oh,
bro.
he passed it like right to him.
Yeah, just set him up for a through ball.
Yep.
And it was funny. Di Maria even spoke to the media and said that Messi came up. Look at that face.
Like, what was that, bro?
That hurts.
Hurt so much.
Has he gotten hate?
I don't know. I need to talk to the
Casemiro?
Brazilians. No, Henan.
Oh,
Lodi.
Henan?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I mean, what else do
hate
you do right
watching
there?
this.
What else do you do right there?
As a defender?
I mean, you're supposed to drop back, but I mean, the ball's coming straight at you. So what do you do?
He didn't even fucking hit it.
I know, but
As a defender, you fucking boot it or pass it to a teammate. You
right. I
don't-
mean, he tried. He just failed at it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just quality right here. You're a professional soccer player. You're not supposed to miss that.
Get it done.
Sorry,
bro.
yeah, you get it done. Granted,
know.
he is a left back that was on his right foot, so
It was a weird angle. It was-
no, don't give him an out, Booty.
I was
Sorry.
trying. I was
He's
trying.
Don't
making
give him an out.
excuses.
I was trying. I like the guy.
Yeah, and for me, Paquetá had an
Who's
okay
that?
game. That was Casemiro.
See, there you can tell right there. They're getting bunched up. They're starting to get a little nervous.
Yeah, I mean they're down. Yeah, you're gonna. I feel that. This is Paquetá, by the way. Where'd he go?
Oh yeah, I mean it's okay to feel nervous. It's just he showed it. And now-
Italy,
Again, right?
Italy
There he
didn't feel
goes. He just made
nervous.
another
yeah, that's a
fucking
bad.
mistake.
That was a worse mistake I think than the goal.
And this is Di Maria finding
He's
Messi.
yeah, there it is.
So no goals after this. It's 1-0. But Argentina, they did okay. It just Messi disappeared for me. Oh, here comes Di Maria. Again, right? Di Maria was having his way. I think what happened is every time Messi got the ball, Brazil did a great job locking down 2 or 3 defenders on him. Paquetá was having his way with Messi.
I had a question for you as a Brazil guy.
Yeah.
What did you think of Ederson starting over Alisson?
I understand why he did it. Ederson's long ball is much better than Alisson.
Oh, okay.
That's why you do that.
All right.
And I think that's why Pep...
Alisson
we
was going
can't
through
watch
some
this
shit
right
too,
now.
yeah?
We can't watch this. I'm sorry.
He's getting
He's
upset.
getting hurt.
I'm getting hurt.
Alisson was going through some shit with his dad just passed away like suddenly and
His long
So-
ball is not there.
really.
Ederson, that's where I was going. Pep loves Ederson's ability on the long ball.
All right.
We saw it in the final. He put a ball on Sterling's foot, and Sterling just didn't know what to do with
the
it.
semifinal.
That's right. No, it was the final. It was Chelsea or Man City.
But he had one that led to a goal.
Sure. Yes.
In the semi, remember
Yes,
down the
that's right.
left. It was
Yeah,
down
yeah.
the left. It was it wasn't Stones. It was the who was
you
that
talking about left back?
Who was the
Cancelo?
left back? Yeah.
Or,
yes.
was
Yeah.
Cancelo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He led them to I think it was like the first goal they had in the semifinal, the second leg of the semifinal.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I see.
he and they're as far as like goalies, shot stopping goalies, they're the same.
Yeah.
So he makes the choice. Chichi makes the choice to go with the, and they did. They did a really good job playing the balls over the back line, trying to beat Argentina like that. Got to give credit to that Argentinian goalkeeper. Wow.
Hmm.
Emiliano, I think his name's Lorenzo. Hold on. What's his name?
Oh yeah,
Martinez.
He got Golden Gloves. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He got Golden Gloves. I can't say his last name. I mean his first name.
Mario Martinez.
Yeah, I think that's it. DeMario,
But there's an H in there?
Emiliano. I don't know why they put. Oh, it's Damian Emiliano Martinez. He had an amazing tournament. He saved some PKs in the previous game against Colombia to move Argentina into the final. Another thing that Messi's been missing for a long time is a strong spine in the middle. Rodrigo de Paul, Leandro Paredes really did a great job just backing up Messi, doing all the dirty work, playing these diagonal balls. Rodrigo de Paul gave Di Maria his assist. So he just signed a contract to Atletico Madrid, which I'm very excited to see. He's on Udinese. Udinese's always like that shaky team. It's because of this man right here. It's because of Rodrigo de Paul. He is just such a threat. He's one of those players that gives you 110%.
I think he scored on Juve, actually.
I'm sure he did. He would score in Milan in like the late minutes. You're like, God, fucking Rodrigo de Paul.
Who is that guy?
So good for him. Glad to see he's finally getting that big contract on a big team. Udinese was never going to play in Europa, never going to play in Champions League. So now he's on a Champions League team. They just won La Liga, Atletico, and you just add this dude. Whew.
Can I ask this one? Another Brazil question.
Yeah.
Brazil question. Why wouldn't you put Neymar on the left and Richarlison at the fucking center forward?
Good question.
Because, Richarlison, he can play the center mid. He can play attacking mid. So why wouldn't you?
So what they did here was, what Chichi did here was he did a lot of what we saw Pochettino do with PSG. Because Neymar was playing center forward a lot with PSG.
And then Mbappe on the left.
Right.
Yeah.
Just outside on the wings, right or left, whatever. So what happened here is Neymar wound up playing like a false 9. And Richarlison and Everton wound up squeezing tight. So you get this 4-4-2 diamond. Neymar's playing your center attacking mid. He was dropping in deep to pick this ball up from the center backs. Like all of a sudden you see Marquinhos with the ball and Neymar pops up from the right side of the screen. You're like, Neymar? What are you doing? He's like getting deeper than...
He's doing well with that?
He was doing really well. He had an amazing game. He was the best player on the pitch.
God, I just
He
feel
was
like
the best fucking player on the pitch. He was crazy. He didn't do anything. He didn't like put any goals in, but he was the best player on the pitch.
I just feel like you're just wasting Richarlison then.
No, Richarlison had a really good game.
Yep.
Because he's just so athletic.
He's
so big.
Did they do that? Those two, like we're talking about, like for the whole tournament.
What?
Like Richarlison, like on the left wing, and
he would switch left and right.
Okay.
I know he was on the right. Everton was on the left. I don't know why Google's got it flipped here. Another thing that Chichi did all tournament was he did not have one consistent lineup. He did a 4-2-3-1 the previous game. He started this one was a 4-3-3. Paquetá was excelling behind Neymar as like a 4-2-3-1 center attacking mid. And all of a sudden he changes the formation. He puts Paquetá on like the right Mazzella. And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
See, Richarlison for me, the reason I keep bringing that up, he's one of my favorite Brazilians right now, for sure.
I
like watching him at Everton, man.
He had a good game. He should have put some of his chances away. But yeah, he did a good job.
And Ancelotti kind of unlocked a lot of his game.
Yeah,
for real. So
really cool fact about Richarlison. He just got called up for the Brazil Olympic team. They're giving him the 10 jersey.
Yeah, dude.
They're giving him the 10 jersey.
Oh, well, that's over with.
Huge honor.
It's over. Give him the gold.
Yeah,
give him the gold, baby.
Paquetá didn't make it. I'm really upset about that. He's 22.
And
I'm like, yo, it's a U23 team. Why aren't you bringing them?
When do the Olympics start?
July 22nd.
Next Friday. Next Friday.
Let's
go.
Opening ceremonies,
Going
Tokyo.
From one to the next.
I can't wait. The opening ceremonies, are my favorite.
Dude.
To see the celebration and just the culture coming out.
So if the Olympics are potentially next week,
yep.
When would this mythical game versus the winner of this game versus the winner of Italy?
It doesn't matter. You know why? Because Olympics are U23s.
Oh.
So you wouldn't need any of the players on either teams to show up.
But viewership. You would think that
everyone's
want the
going to watch that game. Sorry.
Well, true. That's
the Olympics actually used to be the dominating sporting committee, and then FIFA came in and just
ruined it.
Just squeezed them out, and they're like, because the Olympics were like, all right, yeah, we need to have competitive soccer, and FIFA was like, no, we'll give you our under 23s. You can take that, and the Olympics were like,
soccer.
okay, fine, we'll do it.
So they added skateboarding instead.
Exactly. They added fucking skateboarding.
We need to add more sports. They took soccer away from us.
And they want to take boxing away next. That's one of my favorites.
Because it's take boxing away.
Do you know why I like boxing too? I'm gonna get into this later. You'll see why. But dude, like it's actual like sport boxing where like it's actually like they keep score of hits.
They're not going for the KO. It's
right,
technical boxing.
It's not some fuckheads who's judging it based on
There's an Olympic
money
boxing committee.
Yeah.
This is the best of the best in the
like,
boxing
hey man,
world.
I like to see Tyson Fury beat the fuck out of Deontay Wilder all day.
I want to see
we know that that's
international boxing.
Exactly.
I want to see how the Russians bring a boxer. I want to see against.
Oh, the Russians always do. The USA always has like a young dude. Trust me, the last couple Olympics, I'm like, yes.
Sand
Fucking right,
volleyball
dude.
is my favorite,
Yeah, dude,
personally.
Yes.
The beach
yes.
volleyball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brazilians are going to do really well, by the way.
Water polo.
Well, if they're
They
kicking it too, like
Yeah,
when they
Yep.
You can't
Fucha-
kick and beat.
Fucha-
I mean, they're
Yeah.
insane.
Fucha volley. Yeah.
Fucha volley, that's right. That's what they
Unreal.
call beach soccer, where you only use your feet.
Yeah, the Brazilians basically dominate in that. So
Any of the beach sports, it's like Brazil, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no even point to show up for all the other countries.
Bunch
I'm
of
excited for the
bums.
Olympics. Brazil will be there. I'm pretty sure. Argentina will also be there.
I think so.
I would love to look at the qualifying teams.
yeah, pull them up. Pull them up.
Spelled that wrong.
We got a motherfucking week to go. Shout out
Women, that's right. The women are there. Can't wait. Women are bringing home that gold.
to
Super fucking excited about that.
Oh, that's happening.
We actually broke down the potential roster on that last episode with Katie.
That's pretty much the roster.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, because they care about the shit.
Tokyo. I would
That
love to go to Japan.
I'm waiting for
That'd be
like
cool.
other
I'd be wanting to
than
go to Japan too.
what is it? Japan and England and France. Those are like the only other three like women's teams that are actually like
Just hold this shit
competitive
down. Yeah.
Netherlands.
against the United States women's team.
Yep.
The Netherlands did really well last World Cup.
I'm hoping that more and more countries
it's
like,
gonna happen.
Yeah, they're gonna have
pump
to.
it in there.
They're gonna have to.
Here we go. 16 teams for the men. Japan, South Africa, Mexico, France, New Zealand, Korea, Honduras, Romania. Honduras? We fucking lost to Honduras, y'all.
We did.
That fucking MLS roster.
Don't talk about it. Egypt,
Spain, Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Germany,
Ivory Coast,
Ivory
is
Coast,
back,
Saudi
dude.
Arabia. Oh, Ivory Coast. My boy, Frank Kessie.
Yeah, dude.
That's exciting. Oh, and you know what? Super exciting news. Danny Alves is one of the veterans that will be playing on Brazil
Yes.
in the Olympics.
Wearing number 4.
Totally forgot it. No, I don't. I think he's wearing his 2.
I was gonna say he's gotta.
Give him the 2.
You can't give him the 4 without
Come
offering
on
the
now.
2, right?
Come on
You
now.
can have his 2.
So I don't know if you know the rules for the Olympic soccer. It's U23s, but you can bring 3 players of any age.
What?
So they're bringing Danny Alves.
Last Olympics, it was Neymar.
That is such a
name-
weird.
Stupid
I love
rule.
it.
I
I think
love
it's
it, yeah.
great.
Yeah, I love it.
I just
Stupid
it's
rule, but
weird.
great.
Super weird. It's super weird.
Yeah.
Last Olympics in Brazil, Brazil brought Neymar, and he won it in Brazil as kind of like a redemption because they lost the World Cup at home. So it was just kind of like feel-good story for Neymar.
Band-Aid.
Yeah, like nice little Band-Aid. They're like, all right, Neymar, you got us something. Thanks.
You think
I
we
would
should
hope
get
so.
Billy betting on this? I think we should. He's going to.
Ooh, betting?
Yeah,
I
betting
don't know
on this.
anything about these teams,
I
man.
know. It'd be crazy. We just go Brazil, Germany. Yeah.
I'd go Mexico.
New
Me-
Zealand,
Mexico
the sleeper.
probably is bringing their exact squad straight up.
Mexico just has young talent.
Yep.
France as well. France has always got squads. Japan, it's just a nice little sleeper because it's in Japan.
Yep.
You know what is it? Japanese Messi,
Oh,
Kubafuso. What's his name?
Oh, dude, I know you're talking. I see his face in my dreams.
I hope he shows up. There he is, Takafusa Kubo. 20. Oh my God, you gotta bring him.
Yeah,
He's gonna
dude,
be going, dude.
He's gotta be there.
Woo! That's so
happening.
exciting. Look, who is the Japanese Messi? I didn't make that name up. This is officially like a thing. Real Madrid signed him.
I'm actually really impressed with the way you said his name. It
Oh,
sounded
yeah.
it's-
Takafusa Kubo?
Yeah, that's like
Takafusa Kubo.
legit. Like
He plays in La Liga. He's on loan. He's owned by Real Madrid. He went on loan to.
Texting Billy now. Put money on Japan.
It's all about Kubo.
I got your team.
It's all about Kubo.
By the way,
I've known
Olympics
about this
start.
guy, so
That's
I've said his name
hilarious.
a bunch. But Olympic soccer, very exciting. Very exciting about the Olympics. Really sad we're not going to see Usain Bolt. I think
Is he officially done?
he's done. I looked into it specifically. I was like, is he running? No, he's not running.
Japan, Brazil, France.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. So I think that wraps it up for Euro final, Copa final, Olympics on the way. Let's do a prediction. Men and women's soccer in the Olympics. I think we all can agree, USA women.
Yeah, USA women.
For the men, who you got here?
All the other ladies,
Out of these teams.
enjoy your free trip to Tokyo.
Give us a top 4 in each group. How about that?
Top 4.
There you go.
Okay.
Group A, who you got?
Group A, I would say Mexico.
Yeah.
Spicy. I'm going to go
Yep.
France. I was going to
Yep.
do the opposite
Yep,
of Mexico, France.
Yep.
Group B, Booty.
I was gonna go Mexico, France as well. Group B, give me Korea and Romania. Let's rock,
Whoa.
dude.
Sick.
Let's
I'll
rock.
take it.
Let's
I'm going
rock.
to go Honduras, Korea. Not in
Honduras
that
and
order,
Korea.
just those two.
I think it's going to be Honduras, but I would love to see a New Zealand upset.
That'd be
I think
fun,
that would
dude,
be
wouldn't it?
so
yeah.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fucking fun.
You seen the haka?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Would love.
Can
they're
you
gonna do it.
imagine?
They're going to do it.
Can you imagine
Oh, is there rugby in this World Cup?
if they get to the final? That's going to be insane.
I mean, rugby in this Olympics?
That'd be sweet.
I think it's like sevens rugby.
Anybody want to take Adderall? We just like watch all the Olympics like all the way through. 'Cause I'm down.
I don't think I need I need Adderall.
My wife is gonna be mad. but
Rugby
we'll do it.
sevens at the 2020 Summer Olympics. Woo! This rugby is some of the most exciting rugby
Yes.
ever
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's the
dude.
same size field, but it's 7-on-7.
No, rugby's insane. I watched it
Fuck yeah.
in England. It was my uncle.
Oh, damn.
My uncle loves it. So like I'd sit there in the living room and he's watching. I'm like, well, I don't know what's happening, but this looks really violent. This dude's head's bleeding.
Very violent.
They just
Yep.
tape it up
Yep.
and they're back on the
Back
field.
on the field.
It's great.
Just a flesh wound.
It's great.
Yep. Group C, who we got? Egypt, Spain, Argentina, Australia,
I think the obvious one is Argentina,
and
Spain.
España. I think Egypt could be sneaky. I know their head coach is maybe not for the U23s, but I know Egypt has done a lot of recruiting for coaching.
Are they going to bring Mo Salah as their one of their 3?
Why not?
You better,
Why would you not?
because if not, you're not winning. So, let me name somebody else on Egypt. Really
Look at
quick.
that. That's how you do Mohamed Salah. Olympics popped up. Unlikely to allow Ford to play.
Ooh.
Liverpool blocked it.
Cool. So Egypt's out.
So
we
Egypt,
know.
all of
Cool.
Egypt
So we know they're
hates
done.
England.
So I'll take Spain and Argentina.
Yes. Group D. This one's going to be fun. I've actually...
Ooh.
Brazil, of course. Germany,
Germany.
Ivory Coast for me is the toss-up. I could see Ivory Coast really shocking Germany and Brazil, to be honest.
I'm gonna stick with
Yeah, I would
Brazil and
agree.
Germany just because.
I would say, no offense to Brazil. I know that's going to hurt you a little bit, but
okay.
I think Germany and Ivory Coast.
Germany and Ivory Coast.
Spicy. We're here for
Cool.
the spicy takes.
I like
respect it.
I like
Hot
the
take.
underdogs.
I respect it.
Hot take.
Hot take. I think Danny Alves as the leader for Brazil is just going to be too much.
That's fair.
If he gets injured,
fair.
though, just like Italy,
It's
if
fair.
Chiellini gets injured, Italy don't
Yeah,
win
they're
it.
done.
If Danny Alves doesn't make it through the whole tournament, I think Brazil. I'll take that. I'll take Germany, Ivory Coast.
It's over. Billy's already texting back. Like, who else do I need to pick?
Brazil, dude. What?
He thought it was all in one day. I was like, no, this is like a World Cup thing. Like it's a.
So yeah,
They
they'll
play
they'll
groups.
play first. They'll play 3 games in the group stage, and then they'll probably. It looks like they're going to go to a tournament of 8. So you'll have like a quarter semifinal, done, gold medal, and then they'll do a 3rd place game. We should do a bracket for this one, Booty.
I like it. I
We should
like
totally
where we're
do a
at because
fucking
nobody
bracket.
would know anything either.
Right, it'd be
So
totally
who
Australia ended
won
up
the
winning that group.
bracket? Did you win the bracket?
No, I got fucking.
Oh,
smoked.
congratulations, by the way, on the. I didn't tell you congrats.
I feel
What?
he won the
Because you
bracket.
won the playoff.
Oh,
the
thanks,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
absolutely.
That was my first fantasy league winning.
Yeah, it
We've
was
done
good.
12 of those.
I know, and I won like 11 of them, but it's no,
You've won 2.
I won 2 like pretty soundly. Well, the other one is questionable, but I still take it.
Yeah, no, I'm giving you that one.
But no, a good move because all the moves I made in our little that round of 16, I literally got rid of everybody that was still playing. So I had like nobody left, and I was like, fuck. Well,
that'll do it for y'all for the Footy Fetish here.
Oh wow, it's time to give shout-outs.
Wait, hold on.
Oh well, yeah.
Open your prayer books. Come on.
Open your prayer books, laddies.
This is our.
That was actually pretty good.
That was really good.
I've actually I've turned to Czech Republic before. I mean, come on. All right, here we go. What are we on this time? Hold on. What country is this?
What language is it?
It kind of looks Spanish.
You can't tell Spanish?
I was gonna say, well,
it's on the beat. You're in the very beginning, so
it's a combination of Spanish and possibly
could be Argentina.
Yep, I was gonna say possibly Portuguese.
Brazil.
And I was on the
Portuguese. Yes, then. This is why you were questioning. Okay, respect. I should have said, is that Portuguese?
All right, you ready for this one? I like this one.
Fuck yeah.
A mata-mata.
Mata.
It means kill.
Okay.
It's kill or be killed in Brazil, where direct knockout games are known as mata-mata.
Whoa.
Sudden death is the nearest English expression
that
they even use.
Interesting.
Mata-mata.
Mata-mata.
Sudden death, though? You think a Brazilian would be like, oh, sudden death.
I'm gonna stick with Brazil here.
Mata-mata. I like that.
Learn a new Brazilian word.
I dig that. Meanwhile, staring at the Japanese Messi.
Nope, that's not Brazilian.
He looks so Japanese.
What page were you on? Oh, see, I'm in Argentina. I'm like, that's not Portuguese. There we go. Oh, I love this one. I already know what it is, but let's teach the listeners. Caneta, which means pen, is nutmeg a Brazilian, and you're spoilt for your choice in terms of the taunts you could hit them with. The art of slipping the ball between the opponent's leg is variously likened to giving someone a pin, caneta, a little egg, ovinho, a little window, jalaninha, a little roll, rolinho, and a little skirt, sainha. Caneta. Nutmeg a Brazilian, and you're spoilt for your choice in terms. Okay. Cool. Caneta. I thought it was something else, so I learned something new. Do you want to read one? You want to flip to a random page?
Sure.
Give it a try. All right. Come on down to the book.
I feel like I just got...
Come on down to the Footy Fetish. It's like the silver slipper.
Here we go.
Here we go. Italy, huh?
Come on down to the Footy
You looking for the Italians?
Yeah.
You found them?
No.
It's like right in the middle. When we first started doing this, we flipped to Italy just like nonstop.
All right.
And then we got Bosnia for a second, which we forgot to ask Mesha about that.
Oh, we did? Yeah, we keep
Telstar ball.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Only because this was a great show.
Okay.
Calcio.
Oh, what does that mean?
What is that it means football.
Yes, it does.
However, there's what is that thing in Florence, Booty?
That thing? Breadsticks?
No, it's called Calcio.
Fiorentina.
Oh, Fiorentina.
Yes.
Which I know through him.
Yeah,
actually.
we did a whole episode on
that.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Oh,
man.
the home game?
They came up with that after we did the episode, just want to say.
It is brutal. So that's kind of what inspired me choosing that one.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of...
That sport is where the Italians will claim they came up with soccer first.
Well, it literally means kick.
Yeah.
Which
Calciare.
I didn't know that.
Calciare is the verb to kick.
It's coming,
That's good
Rome.
to know.
Calcio.
Calcio.
It's one of the only countries that has their own word for the sport.
So
besides England and, but
America.
it's like football is like, okay, good. You're so creative.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Calcio means kick.
Yep.
This is why I whenever someone's like, why do you call it soccer? I'm like, why do the Italians call it calcio and not football?
It's a good
and
point.
they're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, shut up.
It's our thing.
Shut up.
It's our thing. Shut up. Shut up. Jose said shut up. It's our thing, damn it. Which you brought that on me, dude, and I never even thought about it that way.
What's that?
Before that, I was like, oh, you should call it football. It was a kick with his feet. And you're like, yeah, but we're American, and we came up with that fucking word, just like everybody else.
We stole it.
Fucking word.
Sorry, we stole it.
We did steal. Well, actually, it was technically English that gave it to us.
That's right.
And then they want to fucking make fun of us because we call it soccer. So
That's right. That's true.
it's kind of funny.
We stole it from the Brits.
Yeah.
Well,
Soccer.
the Brits just gave it to us.
Hey, but
they did. They were like,
they
you
did.
can have it.
You can have it. We already used it, mate. No. Fish and chips Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
I got beat by the Romans again.
Well, what did you text me the other day, Booty?
Well,
They lost. Was it you who did the July?
Sure he did.
Probably.
It was where July is not a good month for Brits because they get beaten.
Oh, that wasn't me.
America and Italy now.
America and Italy.
Well done.
Not a good
1776.
month.
Well done, Kara's friend.
Yeah.
Thank you for
I
that.
don't know who texted
Appreciate
me
that.
that now.
Maybe it was Ben.
No,
Probably
I don't
Ben.
think it. No.
Ben
all he
doesn't
does.
have that kind of knowledge.
That's all he does
Yeah,
is
I don't-
fucking.
I
I just
don't
put him
see
on
it.
an all football app today.
It could have been my.
He very much loved it.
It could have
Really?
been my
Yeah, I was like,
cousin.
see how I know that rumors are rumors? This fucking app, son. He's like, is Chelsea really gonna fucking buy? That's bullshit. Cause
They're not getting Holland.
He's like, cause fuck yeah. He's like, cause fucking United just signed fucking Sancho. That's bullshit. I was like, no, I don't think they're one upping them.
They're not getting Holland. It's
No.
too far away.
They're full of shit. They've gotten to the point where they literally have said, I just want to go out and spend money and buy people, and everybody's like, I'm not selling.
How do they continue to spend money?
It'll be one of those things later that FIFA's like, oh, guess what? You can't play in Champions League next year. About
I don't think EPL teams will ever have to worry about that.
probably not, but I can dream. We can dream together.
Milan was kind of like the Saints. They were just made an example of.
Yeah.
You know?
How dare you?
You're the only ones that are using money in wrong
How
ways. It's
dare
like,
you.
oh, God.
Right.
Give me a break.
No one's ever hit someone too hard in the NFL ever. It's just you.
Knows, I'll shout him out.
Shout 'em out.
Well,
Who
sort
is it?
of.
You get a double
This is
shout
before.
out.
This is before
Yeah,
the
let's
shout
go to
outs.
shout-outs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Wait.
shout-outs. Go ahead.
Start your
No.
double
Do double
shout-out.
shout-out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
So Brett Burrows is the one that texted me or sent me that message.
Thank you, Brett.
Good job, Brett.
I will actually pull it up.
Brett.
I need a shout-out while Kara's doing that. I'm going to give a shout-out to Danny Alves. Still kicking. He's kind of
Still
like
kicking.
a Chiellini type of player. He actually came from like a really bad favela. He like did a special where he brought the camera crew back to where he grew up.
Did not know that.
And it was like a dirt field filled with rocks. And he was like, yeah, this is where I learned how to play. And like he even like the clothes he was wearing, it was like he was still there. You know, he was like,
T-shirt.
I'm not going to show off my money here because this is where I came from and be humble. Like picked up like a pickaxe and was like, yeah, I used to like hit like scrape up mud, and he like started doing it, and you're like, holy shit, Danny Alves is real as fuck.
Amen.
So glad to have a captain like that for Brazil heading into the Olympics. Can they get a double gold back to back? Would be great to see.
I'm hanging up the Danny Alves in the new man cave, by the way. It's going up in the rafters.
Fuck yeah.
So
That's
Yes.
one of the few Brazilians that everyone loves.
yeah,
Danny Alves.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Danny Alves.
I was very he was with Juve, killed it. They got all the Champions League.
Monaco, yeah.
He hated Turin. He just straight up. He's like, I hate this city. It's boring.
Damn.
I get it. It is boring. It's an industrial town.
Yeah, he would have loved Milan.
Yeah.
Inter,
Totally.
AC.
Totally.
Shout out, Booty. Kara, you ready to go?
I'm ready. My nephew, I was actually watching Italy versus Austria on my phone. I had to go to a aunt duty type event,
Okay.
and my nephew's bored. I was bored. I was watching the game, and he kind of looks over. I'm wearing my Italian jersey as
Nice,
well,
Nice.
and he goes, "I want another jersey." Because I've been giving him jerseys for Christmas
Love it.
every year, and
So one of the kits that we ordered, what was the
it was
United
Man
kit?
U.
Oh.
Yep.
It was actually a Man U kit because I was in England. I was like, I need to get him an England type of kit.
Nice.
And so I went with Man U. And then
He wants another.
this year, he goes, he actually has a Totti jersey. That was the first one I got him.
Of course.
From Italy. I actually got it in Italy for him.
Classy.
And then I was wearing a jersey, and he goes, Aunt Kara, I want another one. And I go, oh. I was like, well, which one you want? Like, I was going to let him pick whatever.
Mhm.
And he goes, I want that one, like the one I was wearing. I was like, okay. I was like, well, what number you want? He goes, 21, because of the year. He's
Donnarumma.
doing,
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
he's going based on years.
Okay, cool. I
right?
dig it.
So,
Yeah.
like, he's got obviously number 10 for Totti, but last year I got him 20. This
Just
year
keep it
it's going to
going.
be 21. And we're just going to
Donnarumma.
keep it up.
You realize he just picked the player of the tournament on accident? Meant to be. Good for the kid.
It's weird. It's weird.
He's meant to wear some jerseys and follow soccer. I love hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for him to.
Does he
I'm hoping he gets really into it, but.
Keep giving him jerseys.
Yeah.
That's how I got into it.
Yeah.
I loved wearing soccer jerseys as a kid.
It's fresh.
He's really into golf right now. So.
That's fair.
Really? Oh, dude, keep up with that because you can't get hurt.
And well, you can get.
Play
There's
till you're
actually
80.
some injuries there because shoulders and stuff,
Mm.
hips, backs,
Not like real
but not
injuries.
like soccer.
Yeah.
Not like football.
Yeah.
Does he want the blue Italy jersey?
See, I want the blue Italy
I'm
jersey.
going to
at
do
this
another
point.
order,
Yeah.
by the way.
We're
I'm
gonna
getting
put
the
her on the
blue.
list. Yes.
The blue
Those
is definitely.
so sick.
Yeah, the blue is definitely awesome.
I'm going to get a white
Blue,
and a
nice.
blue.
Yep, I have a white one.
You
So
have- oh, you
I
do
have the
have a
white
white
one.
one. I saw it.
Yeah,
I
I got
remember
the
the
white
name
one.
on the back, remember?
Fresh, yeah, Occhipinti. That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Cool.
Sexy.
We'll do
Sexy.
another order.
I already cleared the spreadsheet, by the way. So it's up.
Did you put it?
I already put stuff I needed on there, but I haven't put
Fantastic.
everything I need on there, by the way. The
Okay.
new West Ham jerseys. Collars.
I might have to get one.
Collars, dude.
There's a Brazilian on that team.
Yeah. Or West Ham Tom was already like, can we get the collars? Of course we can get the collars, bro. Shout out to the Olympics because I can't believe it's actually fucking happening. We're going back to it. We spoke about it earlier. So many just stupid little sports that I usually don't care about, but god damn it, dude, when the Olympics come on,
So
I
excited.
can't go to sleep. I watch that shit all fucking night. It's going to be really bad. It's in Tokyo because it's going to be at like 5 in the morning. I'm going to be fucking up.
I'm
I'll
up.
be doing it.
I'm there.
We're going to get like 20 Adderalls, like one for every day, so I can fucking stay awake and just watch all this fucking shit. I love boxing. I love fucking water polo. I'm going to throw that out there. A sport I've never played in my life, but I fucking love watching it. I still don't really understand it, and I fucking love it. Like, why can't I just fucking put my hand on this dude's face when he's trying to shoot, right?
It is
You
a
know?
wild sport.
I know, right?
'Cause
Like,
you can't touch the bottom. You got to tread water the whole
yeah,
time.
you got to tread.
Jeez.
The refs watching, or else you lose possession, right? Or, dude, it's fucking wild. I love it. I do love, of course, soccer. I mean, it's just understood, right? I would say I like watching the gymnastics. I really do. The ladies, though, more than the guys, and it's not a sexual thing. Just throwing it out there. They're just better at it. Sorry.
Sex sells.
They're just better at it. I mean, they just do
Simone
crazy
Biles.
fucking shit. dude.
Simone
They
Biles.
do crazy shit.
Yeah, they're really athletic.
They
The
do
women
crazy shit.
gymnastics.
I would also throw out there. I really love watching track and field, but it
I was about
depends
to
on
say, man.
the swimming. Sometimes it's like the swimming's like too much. It's like, all right,
Back and forth.
I
Back
know.
and
All right, this time we're
back.
gonna do a different stroke. And
You're just waiting for that last lap.
track, it's like, man, who's fucking faster? Let's fucking roll. That's it. Like that is it.
And you
Who's
get to
faster?
see them when they're swimming. You get like you see like the top of their head and some arms flapping.
Right.
With sprinting, it's like you get full body,
See
like
that shit.
facial expression, like everything. You see it all.
Everything, dude. Love it. Love it. Ray, really excited. I keep fucking forgetting it's about to happen. It's about to happen.
7 days, baby.
Oh man, yeah, that was it. See, I got all worked up. I'm about to go watch like Olympic highlights or some shit from like the 1980 Communist Olympics. It'd be great. I actually won. I won a contest today at work. Big Zoom call, right? The whole company on it, and the question was, they named a gentleman who had won 4 Olympic golds. But they wanted to know the second gentleman that won 4 Olympic golds after this gentleman. And I was like, Jesse Owens.
Nice.
And everybody, of course, is like Phelps and blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, I mean, because y'all are probably, y'all are like millennials and shit. Next thing you know, it's like, well, Michael Wells Booty was correct with Jesse Owens in 1936. How'd you know that one? I was like, because we were all born then.
How did you know it?
Nazi Olympics.
Oh.
So the Nazis.
Did you say that on the phone call?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
You said Nazi Olympics.
Yes.
So the 1936
And I'm sure
Olympics.
he got
That's
a great laugh
hilarious.
there, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's like bullshitting." I was like, "No, like the 1936 Olympics was held in Germany with Hitler as chancellor, and they all thought that this was going to be like they were going to put all their guys up on a pedestal, and they lost to a black guy in 1936. Do you think Hitler was very excited about that?
You know what else happened at Olympics? I don't know if this is true. Adidas gave Jesse Owens a pair of their shoes. Do you remember that?
Yep.
I saw the documentary on Adidas and like where they came from.
Oh, because the whole time, I mean, it's a black dude in Nazi Germany.
They also hated Hitler and what he was doing, so they're like, we're going to give these new technology shoes
To the black guy.
to this American guy and see if he can sell them over in America.
Exactly.
Well on you,
Cool
Adidas.
stuff, man. Cool stuff.
Addy Dossler.
Yep. And Adidas still going strong.
Seriously.
Throughout an entire war and your country being torn apart by an idiot. By a meth head. So,
Hitler was a meth head?
dude. Yeah, you didn't know that?
Did not know that.
He was getting meth injections like every day. He was a fucking.
Whoa.
He was on autopilot. He was literally on autopilot. Whoa. Why do you decide to invade Russia in the middle of fucking the winter? Unless you're Napoleon. Napoleon did it too. It's like, all right, saw Napoleon did it. I'm gonna do it this time.
I think I can do it better.
I can do it. I can do it better. I got this. I got it. You'd have to be a fucking moron.
You need to see what's going on here. This is you're not getting the full effect right now.
I think we should videotape little moments.
We
of this.
really need to get video. We're gonna do it eventually.
Which you should also look at those same Olympics when Hitler is on this meth. I'm not even joking. Like there's GIFs that have been made where he's just like he's just like rocking back and forth, like his face is
Wasn't
coming
he
out of his
on
fucking
drugs
skull.
though?
Yeah.
Like, he was on like some serious crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, like that's why like every time he's like all fucking jacked up, like talk about anything in the world. He's literally getting meth injections
It was meth.
daily. Like
That's impressive that he lasted that long.
I'm actually very impressed. What, like 10 years of that?
Yeah. Right.
Man, get fired up about Ronaldo and just inject you with some meth, right? Let's go fight a war that we shouldn't fight. You know, that's why he couldn't stop, because he just kept just like more and more and more. It was like his life. Crazy shit.
Great fun fact there.
I know, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, Hitler's on meth. Check it out. They actually gave, before we close it out, they
History
actually gave
lesson.
the whole. Okay, so the entire country could go get meth over the counter. It was called. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh my God! What?
This is real shit.
Is
This
this
all-
in a
I'll send you a
conspiracy
documentary.
theory,
No, I'm
or
not
is this
doubting
like real?
this.
I'm gonna
just-
send you a documentary.
I'm amazed at
I'm gonna
how,
send you a documentary.
where we've gone down the rabbit hole.
I know. It's
we went
weird how
from
we got here.
Olympics to Hitler's on meth to Germans had access to meth
Let's
here.
see. It was
It's been great.
called.
It's been so much fun.
It was
Anything
called.
can happen on the fetish show.
That's right. You got a meth fetish. You got a footy fetish. We're here to talk about it.
Here it is. The name of it was called. Hold on. Oh God. So this was given to. You can go get it over the counter. So that was another thing. Like all these people are super depressed. You give them meth, and they're just like,
Woohoo.
yes, yeah, of course, yes, I believe you.
Everything you say,
Yes.
I believe it.
Yeah. What was the name of the meth in Germany?
It's gonna come up with an answer.
Google's gonna track you now.
Just type in Nazi meth. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah, actually, hold on.
No,
Nazi
don't do that.
meth called. It was called. Oh my God! Why can't I find this? It's a P word. It starts with a P. Like Pfizer or something. It's
I
not,
was about to say it. I was about
not
to
the
say
thing
it.
that you get injected with, right? Pervitin.
It was meth.
Look up Pervitin. It was invented by Nazi scientists, and they gave it over the counter to all these people, and then eventually they just gave it to all their soldiers. Yeah.
Wow.
And the reason that it didn't actually beat the Russians, well, I mean, it's a bad idea to invade Russia in the winter anyway.
Right.
But they were on so much Pervitin that they, after a while, you haven't eaten, you haven't
Crash.
slept,
You
You
crash.
sleep.
you're crashing, so you start hallucinating. They started hallucinating that these Russian soldiers were coming at them, but they weren't at all.
There was no one there.
So when they did actually step up to them, they were like half asleep.
Jeez.
They're just like, yeah, okay, game over. Like, get out. So yeah,
This is
our
motherland.
Pervitin. Look up Pervitin.
Pervitin. Great
There-
little lesson there.
They brought up like actual like Nazi soldier letters because they were so hooked on it. It would be like, "Dear Mom and Dad, send more Pervitin." Anyway, how are you guys doing? Like, it's fucked up. It's fucked up, crazy shit. Yeah, Pervitin.
The more you know.
The more
you know.
Where's that star across the sky?
Why don't you close this out, Booty?
Let's eat some Pervitin. Go to the closeouts. Mom and Dad, please send more here at the Footy Fetish Show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for listening. Kara, thank you for coming.
It was a pleasure.
You were
Yeah,
nervous.
Thanks for coming.
There's nothing to be nervous about.
You did
You're
great.
very gentle.
Yeah.
We usually
Thanks.
are. You know, if you were a butthole, that would be a different story. Anyway.
Anyway,
No, thanks for coming. Really, that was great. We knew that you'd be a great Italy.
we needed an Italian
We needed
on
it.
this episode.
We needed it. We're getting the Sicilian symbol. She has the Sicilian symbol her parents do on a flag in her backyard.
It sounded really, really terrible the way that it's the Sicilian
symbol.
flag.
It's the thing. It's the emblem.
Sicilian flag.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting it tattooed. I think I told you. It's like
You
a
did.
lady with like 3 legs.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing her thing. Thank you to everybody who listens out there. If you need acai, best in the city is Nova Acai. There's a guy I know that has it.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy.
I know a guy with
You
a
had
guy.
some? We'll get you some.
Okay.
We'll get you some.
Doing it.
That's a really weird flag. Yeah,
That's it. It's in her backyard, and I immediately, of course, was the one that was like, I know what that is. And like Ben and the wife were like, what?
Well, it
It's like,
represents like 3 corners of Sicily,
Yep.
and then the wheat is like how plentiful
Yep.
it
It's a
is.
plentiful
And I
word.
can't remember what Medusa's head is. I can't remember that
It's
part.
just her being a bitch. She's not taking shit. Yeah.
All right.
So
Nova
there it is.
Acai, footy fetish.
We're on all the things that you want us to be on. Instagram, Twitter for the twatters, the Facebook. Our Facebook sucks, but y'all need to actually help us get that up. Other than that, I got nothing for you. Hugh, do you?
I'm good, man. It's been a fun episode.
We're at Footy Fetish Show, where the fetish is real and the footy is soccer. Peace out, boy scouts.